We are going live here, guys. We are going live. Wait for that green light to come on here. We just jumped on for the last stream and we are ready. Hey, guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we are watching on as Man United take on Leeds in the Premier League. The Premier League has finally started back up and the fans are in full voice. I love to see it. I know it's at Old Trafford, but I tell you what, I absolutely love to see this. A full stadium, full crowd. We all know what the Premier League can bring, and I am so excited for a new season here, guys. Obviously, let me know who you are going for in today's game. Let me know who you actually support in general, because we haven't done a Premier League stream in ages, actually. I think the last stream we probably did for the Premier League was early last year in 2020, because obviously there was so many hectic things going on at the end of last year. But overall, man, I'm so excited right now. Man United versus Leeds. Obviously, this isn't the first game that has actually started up this weekend. We saw Brentford play Arsenal earlier on this morning. Well, for you guys over in England, obviously last night, but earlier on today, we saw Brentford beat Arsenal 2-0. Absolutely crazy result there. We'll get into that game in a little bit. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this one. Man United versus Leeds, big rivalry. These two teams absolutely hate each other. Two northern teams that just do not like each other. Just simple as that. And that's what we like to see. I actually don't think it's a crazy suggestion here to say that Leeds could get a shock. Last year, I think that these two teams played out of 5-3. I think it was a very high scoring game last year. But let's go through the team lineups right now. Before we do get into it, let's go and hit that thumbs up button, guys, and obviously subscribe if you are new. But let's go and have a look at the team lineups here. Leeds are paying $5.50 though. Geez, big call there. Man United have got Greenwood up front with James, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, McTominay, and Fred in the midfield, with Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka in the back line there. De Gea as the goalkeeper. As a substitute, they've got Matic, Sancho. Obviously, they picked him up over the off-season. They've got Williams, Martial, Heaton, Van der Beek, Juan Mata, Diego Dalot, and Andre Pereira. That is the benchies there for the United team. Pretty good bench there, to be honest with you. Yes, United, I hate them, but in the same sense, it's a pretty good bench there. But overall, man, it's pretty decent. But with Greenwood up front, it does kind of leave them a little bit lackluster up in the striker position. But for Leeds, obviously you've got Bamford. Bamford's a fantastic play for Leeds. He's been crushing it ever since they were in the Championship. They've got Harrison and Rodrigo falling in underneath. They're obviously playing a bit of a 3-4-3 here, which is interesting, with Rodrigo and Harrison left and right. They've got Rafinha, they've got Klitsch, Dallas, and Ayling in the centres, in the midfield. With Cooper, they've got Robin Koch as the centre-back there, with Struijk as the centre-back, but he's more down the right-hand side there, with obviously Meslier as the goalkeeper there. So that is the team lineups here today. Let me know your score predictions, guys. I am going to take, you know what? I'm going to take a 2-2 here. I reckon we could see quite a few goals in this one. I think Leeds are going to be up for it. I think these two teams, obviously, they really despise each other. I'm going to go with a nice little cheeky 2-2 here. Declan Smith says, Molly and Jack, I believe Martial and Cavalry are injured or something. Cavani. Well, Martial's on the bench. I'm not too sure about Cavani, but Martial is on the bench. Jake Weller says, this should be such a cracking game. It's always good when Leeds play one of the top teams. Yeah, absolutely. Leeds actually against my City boys, have done really well. They beat us last year and drew with us last year. So, usually they do pretty well. They do pretty well against the top teams. But overall, obviously, Leeds got off to a great start last year, but just couldn't capitalise and finish off quite poorly. I think they finished off around 12th position or something in the 2019-20 season, or 2021 season, my bad. But here we go, guys. Colleagues on YouTube said, I reckon 4-1 United way. Geez, that's a high-scoring game. But, knowing Leeds at the back, they definitely are very lackluster when it comes to their defence. They definitely can concede. They definitely can concede quick. And like I said, yeah, they're not exactly the greatest when it comes to defence. But scoring-wise, Bamford is unbelievable, and they can really put it forward. But that's what you're going to get when you're playing three at the back. That's what you're going to get. Only NRL says, hey, hello, Only NRL. How we doing? Molly and Jack says 3-2 Man United, and the game has gotten underway here in United. I should say Man United. Look, guys, if I'm going to say United, it's going to be Man United. And if I'm going to say Leeds, it's going to be Leeds. It's all right, because they're both United, obviously. They are both United here. But United's going to have the ball here, and they're going to put this one back in here. It's just so good to see a full crowd, though. It is just so unbelievable to see a full crowd. Goat Daniel says Leeds 2 United 0. Would love to see that, my guy. Would absolutely love to see that. A shock of a century. But then again, we saw that this morning, obviously, with the Brentford and the Arsenal game. But yeah, if we could see two big shocks like that, obviously Arsenal are in the pits, man. Arsenal are gone, bro. They've fallen apart completely. They're in an absolute shocker right now. They're in an absolute shock. I don't know how Arsenal bring it back, to be honest with you, because they've just been downhill in the dumps for years now, and nothing's looking positive for them at all, to be honest with you. Nothing's looking positive for them at all. Declan Smith says, hope Bruno gets a brace for my FPL team. Well, Fernandez, obviously, he's the best player for United. They've got a lot of good players. Well, I'm just surprised that Greenwood's up front, to be honest with you. I would never have expected Greenwood be taking the front of the line here for United as their opening day matchup, especially. But then again, obviously, apparently Cavani is injured. I don't know about if Cavani's injured or not. That's what people are saying in the chat. Declan Smith says, let's be honest, if you don't support Man United, you hate them. Yeah, fair enough, absolutely. They're a scumbag club, to be honest with you, so... yeah, absolutely. There's no arguments there from me, mate. There's no arguments there from me. Constant YouTube says, imagine, bro, you probably support City. I do, mate. I do. And if you want to know all about how I support City and why I support City, you can check out the channel because I have uploaded a video about that a couple of years ago, actually. I think it was about 3 years ago or so that I put that on the channel. But United here, right-hand side, they're going to have a shot here. United have a shot here into the box. Oh, good clearance there. Good stop there by Cooper. But it will be a corner here for Man United from the right-hand side. Michael Joshua Lewis says, hello, and are you going to stream the NFL this season? Absolutely, we will. Obviously, you guys know I stream literally every different sport that I possibly can on the channel. We will definitely be doing the NFL and basketball and the likes. Go Daniel says KDB over Bruno. Absolutely, Go Daniel, mate. You're spot on there. You are absolutely spot on there. KDB is the best player in the Premier League, and we all know it. We all know it. Manchester Boys says City are overpowered. To be fair, good block there from the keeper. He just punched that one away. To be fair, we don't have a striker going into this season. I know we have Gabriel Jesus, but overall, obviously, we don't have the days of Sergio Aguero anymore at Man City. It's really interesting to see how we're going to go. Obviously, we love the false nine, but and Gabriel Jesus can link up with that one. But overall, it's a bit debatable, especially if we don't get Harry Kane, because the Spurs Tottenham are really holding out right now. They're really holding out because they know that they're in the pits. But they're in the pits anyway. They're a bunch of bottle jobs, Tottenham. But yeah, overall, it's a bit. Tensions are high at City right now, considering that we only do have Gabriel Jesus up front. Molly and Jack says they're happy they got a corner. Well, it's well past that. It's going to be Man United with the ball here inside the attacking half. They're going to go to the left-hand side here. Byron Davidson says this game is pointless to me because I don't get any of the players in my FPL fantasy team. You didn't get Bruno Fernandes. It's a big call, especially with the team that United are going to have this year. I would have definitely suggested going Fernandes. That's going to be another corner here for Man United. Another corner here, and Man United are really starting this game off strongly to the left-hand side. Manchester Boy says you guys would probably get Kane. Maybe, maybe not. Look, it's tough. I don't believe so. I actually don't believe we're going to get him unless we really, really overpay. Because I think with Levy at Tottenham, I don't think he's going to want to give Kane their best player, arguably, to a rival they believe could be contending. But chance here for United. No, good stuff there by the keeper there, Melier, with a nice one. And they're going to counter here. Go Leeds, go Leeds, go Leeds. Right hand side, blank it down. Okay, chance here. That's going to be a yellow card there. Wow, they're not going to call that a yellow card there against James. Okay, fair enough. They're just going to say play on, all good. Davis is going to time me out, my guy. Byron Davis says it's not called tries. No, he's trolling, bro. Molly Jack says Declan, no one. Favourite commentators. Josh Sam says go Leeds. Getting around the Leeds, but getting around the... well, it'd be interesting. If they can get this W here today, man, if they can get a win here, that'd be absolutely huge. But they did start the season off very strongly last year. They did. Lethal Lockie said, I like Man City, so I'm going Leeds. We do have a bit of a rivalry with Leeds, but not so much, obviously. Leeds have never really been a thorn in our side compared to what they've been with United, but that's going to go over the top there, and Pogba will not be able to lap onto that one. So 4.5 minutes gone here, and Pogba's unfortunately, he's going with a bit of a shocking hairstyle. Jeez, that's a shocking hairstyle with half blue, half white on his mohawk. Manchester Boy says, who do you think will give City the biggest problem in the EPL? I think it's got to be Chelsea and United. Liverpool are going to be there as well. But in regards to the Premier League, I actually feel like Chelsea aren't going to be as good this year as they were last year, especially when it came to the Champions League and them finishing off the year. I think if anyone's going to challenge it, I could honestly believe it could be a City versus United kind of season again. I wouldn't be surprised, obviously, if Liverpool get back up. They had a ridiculous amount of injuries last season, and they found it tough to compete, and to be fair, like they did have so many injuries, and when Van Dijk went down, that was just them gone basically. Overall, man, I think that if Liverpool can stay healthy, it'll be them alongside both the Manchester clubs, and what a battle that would be if we see both Manchester clubs going toe to toe with Liverpool for that title at the end of the year. I don't buy into the Chelsea hype as much as people are speaking about though. James Formosa says, BK, in my vid, I called for 56-12. Good stuff, man. But United here, good chance here, Man United. This is a different sport now, man. Could care less about the rugby league at the moment. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Chance of United! No, good save. Good save by Melier. That is very good save by Melier for Leeds. Amelia says, from a Villa fan, please take care of Grealish for us. Well, Grealish was a little bit of a... look, to be honest with you, Amelia, I like Grealish. I do. I love Grealish. Grealish is a great player. But midfield wasn't really our concern. I feel like that's going to probably push out Bernardo Silva, probably to somewhere in Spain, if I'm completely honest with you. I don't really feel like the both of them are going to fit in this team. I think that we should have gone harder for arguably more money for Harry Kane to fix a problem that we actually did have a necessity for. So Grealish, obviously, fantastic. Thank you. We appreciate him at Man City. However, I really think it would have been better for us if we had really gone all in on a striker for the kind of money that we're paying in regards to Grealish. But just my opinion. Declan Smith says, West Ham won't get relegated. It's just a shame we are run by a bunch of clowns. We don't sign anybody. Yeah, West Ham's an odd club, man. West Ham's an odd club. So 7 minutes gone here, guys. It's going to be a free kick here to United inside their own defensive half. Luke Hunter says, Southampton will win the Premier League. Yeah, good luck, mate. Good luck. Cox on YouTube says, not going to lie, probably be City over United again because United play well against City, but they play bad against other teams. Yeah, United have played well against them in recent years, but relax. You know, they've played well against them in recent years, but that's a derby. It's like in the 2000s, man. All we did, that's offside against United, by the way. It's like in the 2000s, man. All we did was care about the derby, and we didn't care about the league because we weren't good enough to win the league. But now United have not been good enough to win the league, and now all they care about is the derby. But the thing is, the difference is that United still have a decent enough team that they can compete, but that's only this year, I guess. Daniel Celesta, sorry, this is my 4th stream in a row today, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Show some support because I'm bloody exhausted. But I was close to doing the second here. Chance for Leeds. Leeds' first opportunity of the game here. Chance here with that ball in. Have a crack. Whip it across. Oh my God. Good defense there from United. It will be a corner here for Leeds. Daniel Celeste says, is Ronaldo playing or Rooney? No, mate. No, Ronaldo's not playing and neither is Rooney. Cox and YouTube says, but the good old days when United had the prime team that carved up against City. Yeah, cool, mate. You can talk all your talk. You can talk all the talk, but can you walk all the walk right now? Because currently, let's go and have a look at how many Premier League titles that City have in the last 10 years. Let's go and have a look at who's won the most League Cups in the last 3 years. Oh, wait, no, that's us every single year. Also, FA Cup, and, we've been crushing it. The only thing that we're missing right now is the Champions League. That's the only thing. But, yeah, I wouldn't... You can talk about history all you like. We'll talk about the present, baby. We'll talk about the present. But 8.5 minutes gone here. It's a corner here for Leeds on the right-hand side. Let's see them whip this little bad boy in. Hopefully, Leeds can get something going here. I really love this new scoreboard with the transparent line at the end. Oh, my God. It's offside. That's offside. Yeah, he's offside. Luke Punt's message to Simon Southampton. Okay. Jake Wellard says, United already more chances than Arsenal. Yeah, but that's because, to be fair, like Brentford are a tough team. I think people are really underestimating Brentford this year. I don't think they get relegated. I don't. I really don't think that Brentford get relegated like a lot of people have been assuming because they don't watch Brentford. I thought Brentford were very unlucky to get knocked out in the playoff final from the Championship the year beforehand. I think they played, I can't remember who they played. I think Norwich will go back down. But yeah, I'm not too sure in regards to Brentford. I think they'll be able to stick up. I think they're a pretty strong team. They're a pretty tough team. And they're going to really give it a go against some of the bigger teams. But it was Arsenal. They're not exactly a top 4 team. They're a top 10 team, legitimately. But United will have the ball here to the right-hand side. And yes, it is a fall from grace for the old Gooners. Jimbo Rooster says, AFL cool. Real Walmart says, I made it. James says, I think Brentford will bring the fight to London derbies. Well, there's plenty of fight in the London derbies, but look, I really do think Brentford's being underappreciated coming into this season. Non-Felix says, BK, can you compete for the Champions League with PSG overpowered? Oh, bro, and they're potentially signing Cristiano Ronaldo as well. No, they're not, and 2, what you've got to remember in regards to, I don't say Papua New Guinea, in regards to Paris Saint-Germain, is that like they are playing in a Farmers League and still can't win their Farmers League. They've signed Ramos, is about 400 years old. United have a chance here. Oh, save and a half there from Melier. Oh my God, that's a save and a half from Melier. The thing is that people who don't watch football think that Paris Saint-Germain's team is overpowered. Neymar hasn't been Neymar for years. Neymar hasn't been Neymar arguably since he was at Barcelona. You go and have a look at Messi. He's not the youngest bloke you've ever seen. What is he, 34 years old now or something like that? And you've got to remember, in regards to Messi, he has never competed on a regular stage in another league. I think if any league he's going to do good at, it's going to be at the Farmers League. That is Paris. So that is France. 1 second here. United with the corner, left-hand side here. It goes out for a goal kick. Easy. Terrible corner. Harry Maguire, you're an idiot. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. 11 minutes gone. But, Messi's going to a Farmers League, Champions League. Do they work out? I don't know. He's not the youngest bloke anymore. He's lucky to go to the Premier League because he would have been absolutely crunched in the tackles. Teams like Brentford would have annihilated him. Teams like Norwich would have broken his legs. It's just Premier League was never going to work out for him, and that's why I never thought it was a good option for him. The Ronaldo thing is not happening, to be completely honest with you. But then you're going, yeah, Neymar, no. Mbappe is good. He's a very good player. Very slick player, very silky player. I love watching Mbappe play. But really, I only like watching him play for France. I don't really think he's absolutely unbelievable when it comes to Paris Saint-Germain. And there's a reason why they can't get past into the big stages of the Champions League despite having Mbappe. And despite having this overpowered team that you say. Jake Willard says, crazy though, Arsenal and Tottenham are expected to be like 8th. How the money fallen? Tottenham haven't fallen. They've always been there. United here, Pogba. It's a goal. Oh, he missed it. Oh my God, he missed that. Wow. How did he miss that? How did Pogba miss that? That's crazy. How does Pogba miss that goal? Like, it's a goal kick as well. It wasn't even deflected. How is Pogba missing that shot? That's a madness. Oh my God. That's crazy how Pogba... He's taken it on his left here. He faked it. He put it over to the left, and it's going to miss by a decent... It doesn't even hit the side netting. Knowledge for lyrics says, I think Messi can get Neymar back to his best, like when they played together in Barcelona, but they are older, so that could have an effect. Well, Neymar's still quite young. But yes, they are older. But Messi is, he's going on 34, 35, I'm pretty certain. So you can't, and look at Ronaldo at Juve. Ronaldo hasn't been able to have the same impact at Juve as people were ideally hoping for and wanting. Obviously I look forward to seeing what he can do this year, but Juve, it never really worked out. He scored a couple of good goals, that's great, but Juve, it definitely hasn't worked out like what they wanted because Ronaldo's not a young bloke anymore. That's the yellow card there, nearly. He actually got the ball apparently. I didn't even realize he got the ball. Articat Shan says, hello, bro. Will you bring Chelsea vs Crystal Palace game? My team is Chelsea, bro. Win or lose. Not this week, man. I've done 4 streams today. I won't be doing another stream after this. But I will do a lot more streams next week. But I've done 4 streams today, so no, I'm pretty exhausted. Xavier Browning says, who's your favourite non-City player? Ooh, 1 second here. United with the corner here first. I'll react to this one first, and then I'll go into that. So United on the left-hand side. No, the referee's going to talk. Non-City player. Okay, in the Premier League. Let me just quickly run through all the teams right now. I always get flustered when the rugby league or in any stream when people ask me specific players from other teams because I obviously have to quickly, while I'm speaking and commentating and reacting to the game, I have to kind of squeeze through every single other team in my brain. 1 second here. Corner here, left-hand side, United with the ball, and they're going to whack that one away here. They'll whack that one away here, and it's going to be, United with a chance here. No, cleared away. Leeds, counter. No, you're not going to whack it away. And it will be a throw in here for Leeds down in their back right corner. Jake Weddle says, Messi carried Barcelona last year. He won't have to carry PSG because they're a much better team. Bro, he's gone to the French League. The French League and the Spanish League are so different. They're so different. Real says you can't go past Kante. Kante is a fantastic player to watch, but obviously, when it comes to City and Chelsea, that's a bit of a sore point for me, obviously, at this point. But yeah, look, Kante is a fantastic player. Absolutely fantastic player. You can't complain with a bit of Kante in your life. But obviously that's a bit of a sore point for City fans right now. But Leeds have a chance here. Then right-hand side. Here you go. Leeds with a chance here. Right-hand side. He's going to whip this little bad boy in. Crack it in! Oh my God, it's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner. Byron Davidson says Spurs 5, Man United 4, 3 Chelsea, 2 Liverpool, and 1 Manchester City. Well, there you go. That's his top 5 right there. Declan Smith says Messi could bag about 60 goals this season in League One. That's how bad it is. Yes, but in the same sense, he's not young. We'll see if he can work out with the team. United are going to clear that one away here. Leeds have a chance to whack it in. Have a chance on the crack. Oh my God, it was on target, but it does go straight to De Gea there, and De Gea will save that one there. Jeez, that was on target though. That was my favourite player from City. You're asking, Go Daniel. My favourite player from City right now. Are you talking about all time? Or are you talking about right now? If you're talking about right now, you can't go past Kevin De Bruyne. But if you're talking about all time, my favourite is Vincent Kompany. Vincent Kompany, easy. But Leeds here, they're going to get past the attacking half here, left-hand side. Can we cut it back in? Here we go. Chancey. 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 Oh, save De Gea. Corner again. Jeez, Leeds are coming right now. Leeds are pushing. Klish with a nice little shot there. Klish with a nice little shot. Malcolm, I've seen better games than A-League. You have no idea what you're talking about. Real Woman says, who do you reckon gets the Golden Glove? Joe Hart, mate. Joe Hart gets the Golden Glove every single week. Joe Hart. I don't think it's going to be Edison. Put it that way. Put it that way. And also, Felix says, Blaze, did you want Messi to summon Man City? No. No way. But Leeds here. Oh my God, I thought it was going to be a header there. I thought that Klish was going to be able to get his head onto that one, but it will be Leeds with the ball here just outside the box. No, I didn't, because I think that if Messi had gone to the Premier League, he's going to have his legs broken by the teams down the bottom. The Premier League is too physical for him. The Premier League is too physical for him. You're going to go to a place like, I nearly said Bournemouth, I nearly said down there in Bournemouth, but you're going to go to a place like Brentford or Norwich, and they're going to enjoy crunching your ankles. They're going to enjoy slapping down on your ankles, mate. It's just what's going to happen. So in regards to Messi, I don't think the Premier League was ever going to be the right suit for him. Because it's all well and good to go and play United at Old Trafford. It's all well and good to go and play Chelsea at Stamford. It's all well and good to play Liverpool at Anfield. But when you're going to those smaller clubs, down the bottom end of the table, like your West Broms and whatnot, you're going to be humiliated in regards to players coming in and just diving at the legs. They don't care with the yellow card. I don't even think they really give too much of a great shit about the red card. They're just going to be physical with you. Can you imagine if he played when Stoke was in the league? If he played when Stoke was in the league, they would have killed that man. Ryan Shawcross would have killed that man. Ryan Shawcross would have killed Lionel Messi. He would have annihilated him. he would have crunched him. So Leeds will have the ball here. They're going to whack this one down here into the right corner. Leeds will now have the ball. I should order some food, actually. And then at half-time it comes and I can eat. Declan Smith said, I have Leicester getting top 5 again this season. Top 4 seems far too competitive. Yeah, it's tough in regards to that top 4. Like I said, United, Chelsea, Liverpool, and City. It's just real tough. And then you could argue for Leicester as well. If you think Tottenham are there, you're an idiot. All right, so 18 minutes gone here. They're going to go left-hand side, especially when they don't even know if they're going to have... Harry Kane or not. Depends on if Danny Levi... It depends on if Levy decides that he wants to keep him or not, or if he wants to stop being a prick. Real Wombat says, what do you think about Rudiger's yellow card in the Super Cup? What do you want me to respond there? Malcolm says, I got money on Man U, but Leeds looking scary. Well, man, it was always going to be a tough game here for United. These two teams hate each other. This is a big rivalry. Then again, Manly and the Eels hate each other, and then we saw how that one happened. We did see how that one happened. But 18 minutes 46 going here. United with the ball. They're going to whack the one over the top here. Good play here for Greenwood. He's going to get it. That's a nice touch by Greenwood with a brilliant touch there to bring that ball down. That was unbelievable. Greenwood with a brilliant touch. They're going to wet this one down. Leeds cleared away. It's still going to be cleared away here. No, United with the ball. That's a handball. No handball. Apparently not. And Leeds going to counter-attack here. Let's go with the counter. Bamford hasn't really been able to get a great deal of the ball in this game so far. What was I going to say? Knowledge Felix, my favourite player from Man City is Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez never, it's weird with Mahrez. It's funny though. I'll tell you what, as a City fan, you look at all the socials, whenever there's a post, it's always from, he's Saudi Arabian, right? Is it Saudi Arabia? Is he Saudi or is he Egyptian? No, he's not Egyptian. That's Mohammed Salah. One chance of United. Oh my God! How was that not a goal? How was that not a goal? That was absolutely outrageous. That was absolutely outrageous that was not a goal just then. Algerian. Thank you. Mahrez is Algerian. For some reason, I say Saudi Arabian. I don't understand why I say Saudi. Who's Saudi? Who is Saudi? There's someone who's Saudi who's really good. Or I don't know why I get Saudi mixed up. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. But yeah, really odd. I don't know why Algeria is such an odd, no offense. Algeria is such a country that you don't think about as an Australian, obviously. It's a very, I'm really low there, so I'm going to put that down a little bit here. Sorry, I'm kind of putting myself into a bit more of a comfortable position here. Because I'm currently ordering food whilst I'm watching this game right now. Yeah, it's Algeria, Declan Smith. You're right. So United here with the ball. They're going to get this ball through Pogba, and he gets it inside the attacking half here. Surprised it wasn't a free kick there to United, but they're going to whip this ball down the right-hand side. Jake Weller says, I just think we will see Messi be able to free up and play amazing football, and they have to be at least one of the 4 favourites for Champions League. Well, obviously, you're going to have City there. You're obviously going to have City, because City are going to focus this year. City are going to focus like every year, I guess, obviously. That's why I doubt we win the league this year. I actually doubt we win the Premier League. I don't have us winning the Premier League. I don't have us winning the Premier League. I have... I don't actually want to tell you who I think is going to win it this year, to be honest with you. But yeah, in regards to the Champions League, I truly believe that they're probably going to sacrifice a little bit considering. But then again, you've got to realise with Man City as well, Leeds here, right-hand side, chance here for Leeds, chance here for Leeds, chance here for Leeds, chance here for Leeds. They're going to... Oh, that's a free kick. That's a free kick. That's a corner, apparently. Corner. That's all good. They'll take that one. So Leeds will get the corner here. In regards to Arsenal win the Premier League, R&B for music, brother. 2-0, 2-0, Brentford, they won 2-0. They only just got promoted and Brentford won 2-0. Who did they win against? Arsenal, Arsenal. Who did they win against? Arsenal, Arsenal. Chance for Leeds. That's going to be cleared away there. By the way, guys, the more you like and the more you get involved in the chat, the more Premier League games I will stream this year. I will stream every single Man City game regardless. But the more times, subscribe and like and get involved in the chat, the more times I will stream more Premier League games. If I had have known that... I'm in the Championship, fair enough. If I had known there was going to be this many people just kicking back right now, I would have actually done a little bit of the later Premier League games, but I will give myself a rest before we get into tomorrow. We will be doing tomorrow night's Newcastle versus West Ham and Man City versus Tottenham game. All right, so here we go. United here with the ball. They go left-hand side. Chance here, chance here, chance here. Inside the box. They're going to whip this one across here. Cleared away again by Leeds. Their defense in this game has been pretty solid in regards to clearing the ball away. Nice work. By the way, also want to say this in regards to... Oh, chance here for Leeds. Counter-attack. Right-hand side. Whap it across. Whap it across. Whap it across. He can't get the ball across, unfortunately. He can't get the ball across. James Moore says, the fact is that Arsenal had all the ball and still lost 2-0. That's because Arsenal are tripe, and they have been for a long time. And Oz for Luke says, Harry Kane named for Tottenham. You won't see the team list until, an hour or so before, mate. You won't see that until tomorrow. Go tell us, what are you eating? I don't know. I'll probably get a Buddy Macca's or something like that. I don't know, mate. But Jadon Sancho, obviously, on the bench here for United today. I'm looking forward to seeing how he goes. Obviously, I don't want him to do well, but I'm looking forward to seeing how he goes. You guys know me. I hate United. But, we're going to stream their games regardless. We're going to have a good time regardless. But you'd assume Knowledge for Lucas. You would assume he is because he's still contracted to them. But then again, obviously, Kane has been in and out of the media spotlight in regards to, not turning up to training. Jake Weller says, oh yeah, I'm a Man City fan. I just think you have to appreciate Messi and how much he did last year and how much more he can focus on attacking up front. He was back in his own box at lot last year. That's great. He was also at Barcelona, who he'd been with for legitimately 100 years. Since he was a young bloke. You know what I'm saying? He's gone to a completely different setup with a completely different manager, with a completely different team, something that he's never experienced before. He's something he's never experienced. Do I think he's going to be bad? Absolutely not. Messi is the greatest of all time. However, does he get to transition like you would like? Aussie players, did you see the Varane reveal before kickoff? No, I didn't. But we all know that Rafael Varane had been signed. But obviously, I was streaming the Manly Eels game. That should be a free kick here for Leeds. Should be a free kick here for Leeds. Where's the free kick here? Thank you. I was going to say it's taken ages. That took ages. Go Daniel says the logo on the left looks ugly. What, this one? It's not great, buddy. It's not great. But it's going to be a free kick here. It's going to be a free kick here to United. Swish says Man U are going to win. Dark Sandwich says Sancho is amazing with the footwork. Yeah, Sancho's a good signing. Sancho is a good signing there for United, but obviously they're going to slowly integrate him in. They're going to slowly integrate him in here. So 25 minutes gone here. Leeds with a free kick. Leeds have been very quality in this game, to be completely honest with you. Dimitri Dress says, hey, what a win from Brentford against Arsenal. Yeah, great win, but I'm a big backer of Brentford. I'm a big backer of Brentford. People have underestimated them completely coming into this year. However, it is still Arsenal. All right, so free kick here for Leeds. What will they be able to do here? What do you reckon? I'm thinking they're going to curl this one in with the left. I think he's going to curl it in with the left. He does do that. And, oh my God, that should be 1-0. Oh my God, that should have been 1-0. The header was just, wow. That was an oh man, that's disappointing. It should have been 1-0 to Leeds. It should have been 1-0 to Leeds. That should have been 1-0 Leeds. Knowledge for Luke says PSG's coach is Mauricio Pochettino, yes, who is Argentinian and good friends with Messi's dad. So, oh my god, he's good friends with Messi's dad. Oh, that's going to be brilliant. So I think it wouldn't take a lot of time to get used to the coach. That's great, but different coaches have different game plans. Different coaches have different ideologies. Different coaches have different tactics. Different coaches have different everything. If he thinks, like, it's all well and good to say that Messi was fantastic in the La Liga, because he was. He was the best player ever. And when he gets to the Champions League, so the same. But he played for one team. You know, you haven't seen him. You haven't even seen him be able to play at Paris Saint-Germain yet. And then you go and have a look at a lot of their team, and a lot of their team you can make excuses about as well in regards to a lot of those factors. Let's clear that one away. Let's clear that one away. And it's going to be, you know, I'm not saying he's going to be bad. I'm just saying, just hold your horses. You know what I'm saying? Just hold your horses. Don't get too excited too early. But 26.5 minutes gone here. United go right hand side. Sorry. And there's a chance here for Pogba, and he's an idiot. He is an idiot. Switch says, did you expect Brentford to win? No, I didn't expect Brentford to win, but I definitely expect them to give a good shout and a good account for themselves. Brentford are a very sneaky team this year. I actually would put them around maybe 11th, 10th, 11th. I'm not going to lie to you. I have them at 10th, 11th. I really think that they're going to surprise us here. I would have put a Premier League predictions out, but unfortunately my computer's not great. So if you guys, you know, if you do have the ability to join up for $5 as a BKR Sport member, every donation, every membership is obviously going straight towards the channel to provide you guys better content with a new computer, because I can't film any videos or edit any videos because my computer just doesn't handle it. But I would have done a Premier League predictions, and I would have had Brentford probably in 11th. I probably would have had them in 11th. I've watched quite a bit of them in the Championship, and I've also watched quite a bit of them in the recent year in the Championship, where they were so unlucky. I think they lost to... Who did they lose to get into the year? I think it might have been... I can't remember who they lost to. Gotenks and Brentford come 9th. That's a big call, top 10. That's a big call, top 10. Well, then again, I did say 10, but 9th is a significant call there, because you've got to remember, obviously, when you're talking about top 10, you're thinking City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea. One second here, United here with a chance, United with a chance, they're going to kick that ball through. Keeper! Melia. Before music says, you watch the Championship. Here and there, mate, here and there. I've always been a big fan of Bournemouth as a bit of a, kind of how you going team, like just a bit of a, loose support team. And I was watching them because I played with them in FIFA back in the day as a. They were my AFC Wimbledon. You know how everyone says they play with AFC Wimbledon and got them all the way to the top? I used to always play with Bournemouth when they were really low leagues. So, whilst obviously City was, crunching it, I always didn't mind getting around a bit of Bournemouth in the league. So I do kind of from time to time check out the Championship, yeah. But obviously it's difficult to. It's very difficult to when there's so many games and they're midweek and it's like I watch every sport, man. So it is difficult. But I do get to as much as I possibly can. But if you tell me to watch a Middlesbrough game, I refuse. Jake Well, it says Arsenal and Brentford were always going to be so up for that game. Once Brentford lose a couple in a row, we'll see their true character. Yeah, well, that's what we saw with Leeds last year. So United here with the ball, 29 minutes gone here. They're going to push forward right now. They're going to push forward now down to the right-hand side here. And, oh my God, Bruno with a nice little pass there. But that's going to miss that one. And that's going to go out for a throw-in here. I think it might be 2 United. Here. He goes around. He whips that one across. Unfortunately, just couldn't get on top. It's actually going to be a goal kick. It's actually going to be a goal kick here. So 30 minutes gone here. And Melly is going to bang this one out right now. He's going to bang this one out here. Jim Rose says La Liga Spain. Yes, La Liga is in Spain. Oh, that's just a terrible pass there. So United here push this ball forward. They're going to whack. Oh, they got space in the middle there. Space in the middle. Oh, goal. Yep, goal. Damn it. Bruno's going to score a goal there. It's going to be 1-0 Man United. Damn it. Yankees. That's unfortunate. Leeds were very good to start this game off, but that's not over. That's definitely not over. Obviously, that was a good goal there for Bruno Fernandes. He's been obviously rampant in this game so far, and he will score the goal there. I love how someone in the crowd's got Bruno, can I have your shirt? But yes, this is why I said to you guys in the chat before. Someone was like, "Oh, I don't have any players in this game." You definitely should have Bruno Fernandes. You definitely should have Bruno Fernandes in your fantasy team, because he's the guy who's going to be scoring the goals, and he's the guy who's really going to be the front foot man until obviously Cavani is back, and they're obviously not too confident overall with Martial. Declan Smith says, "Thank you, Bruno. Greg Navarro just sent you 1-0 a couple of minutes ago. I must be a little bit behind here. Let me see if I can get a little bit more in front. I must be a little bit behind here. Sorry, guys. I'm currently watching on a stream because I wasn't able to organise an Optus. I wasn't able to organise Optus in time. I completely forgot about it. So I'm currently watching it on a stream. It must be a little bit behind right now. Let me see if I can get a bit better. Noel Felix says Euro winning goalkeeper as well in Donnarumma. There you go. But just trying to get a different stream here because, yeah, I'm a little bit behind. I didn't get to see your comments from goal, though, because I had the screen as a big screen until... and then I'll quickly go back and have a look at comments, and I'll go back to big screen so it doesn't get ruined for me. But yeah, 1-0 here to United. Look, it's not like it's against the run of play at all, but Leeds have been pretty solid in this game so far. It is disappointing for them to unfortunately give that one up. It is very disappointing. Niles Felix's thoughts on PSG squad. Yeah, we spoke about this a little bit. Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. So I've got 31 minutes and 10 seconds on my clock. I think that's really behind. It's 2 minutes behind now. I'm even further. I was an Optus mobile customer for 2 years ago. Well, you want to hook me up right now? Because right now, I'm trying to get a stream that is literally as live as possible. But for some reason, because I didn't have the time. Obviously, you guys know I've done 4 streams today, so I completely forgot about it. And now Leeds with the ball, they're going to go left-hand side here, 33-10. Yeah, so it's about 2 minutes behind. 32 here, so I'm about a minute behind with this one. But I'm not too sure how to kind of fix that. Not too sure. New Zealand Hako says, has there ever been a fitty bomb in any soccer league in the world? No. Probably some rando league, but Josh says, did Bruno just score, mate? Yes, Bruno scored. Jake Willis says, United looking good, quite annoying. Good. Yes and no. They've also let Leeds have a lot of opportunities in this game so far. But United here, that's nice though. That's a nice play here from United. That's a nice play here. Oh my God, side netting. That was a really whack of a shot. Greg Navarro says, at least you have a live score anyways. Yeah, the live score is there regardless. The live score will obviously be the entire game regardless. But yeah, I just don't look at it. So I might be about a minute and a half behind. But yeah. Regardless, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. We're going to be sharing the Premier League all season long, and if you love a good chat whilst watching the game, you may as well hit that big old red subscribe button. But Leeds here push this ball on the inside here. Now they're going to get inside to the attack. Swish says, come on, Man U. Leeds here with a chance here, actually. Leeds here with a chance. That's going to be whacked off the defender there. And United are going to clear this one away here. 33 minutes gone here. And now Leeds going to get the ball back here. Josh Sams, I tip Man City to win the Premier League this season. I'm a City fan. I don't think we win the Premier League this year. I think we win the Champions League. I don't think we win the Premier League. I don't, because I think that this year is going to be the year they just go balls in. They just go, everything's in. They say, that's it. If we don't win it this year, we're never winning it, basically. I truly believe that could be the go here this year with the Champions League. And with Manchester City, I really think they're going to focus so heavily, so goddamn heavily on that Champions League that I think they might be able to, especially with teams like United pushing strong, with Chelsea being there, with Liverpool being there. I think that it's just going to be too hard for City to hold out the push in those ones. I think it'll just be a little bit too hard to hold out the push from those guys. Greg Navarro says, ole, ole, ole. Joel Rumba Vlog says, come on, Leeds. Just tells us who wins it then. I personally believe that if United can hold on and can get a striker that can score goals frequently, like, pushing up Cavani, and, it's really disappointing for me because Cavani was my favourite player up until he signed with United. I loved him at Napoli. And I said Naples, and then I went to Napoli. I loved him at Napoli. I've been watching him since he was a young kid. It was very disappointing when he went there. Switch says Chelsea, Lukaku. Yeah, but Lukaku's never really been able to find it recently. Just Sam says, PSG and Man City will be a Champions League. No, PSG won't be there. RB4 Music says, but they're not getting a striker this season. Who? Are you talking about Man City? Are you talking about Man City? Who are you talking about? Declan Smith says, I know, right, going these Prem streams a lot. Can't wait for the West Ham game tomorrow. Yeah, it should be good. Should be good. West Ham, Newcastle. That's a really hard one to predict, that one, because Newcastle are a very iffy team, but also West Ham are a very, how you going team as well. But United here with this ball in. Good ball, to be honest with you, but Leeds are going to defend that one quite nicely there. Quite nicely. I definitely will have my Optus Sport ready to go by tomorrow, though. I can promise you that right now, because this is frustrating the shit out of me. This is frustrating me right now. It's about a minute and a half behind. Nosflex says Lukaku was in good form in the Euros. That's great. Was he in good form at United? He hasn't been in good form since he was a bloody Everton. This is really frustrating right now. This is really frustrating. It's like a minute and a half behind the live score, which is crazy. Crazy. Usually it's not this far behind, but I definitely will be getting my Optus Sport sorted by tomorrow. Declan Smith says, Newcastle always beat us. However, I'm predicting 1-0 for the Hammers. How are Newcastle looking going into this year? How are Newcastle looking? I haven't actually even kind of thought about them going into this year. The old Geordies. I haven't even thought about them. Jake Wellard said, have they improved? Have they improved? Because last year they were very disappointing. They were very disappointing. Jake Wellard says, imagine where Man United would be without Fernandez going. They were terrible before he went. Well, yeah, but in the same sense, like that's the whole point of signing, you know? I don't really understand the point. RB4 Music says, like, imagine where City would be without De Bruyne. Like, well, we'd still be up there and competing, but, like, overall, you know. Overall. Swish says, do you back City against the Spurs? Absolutely. Spurs are bottle jobs, mate. Spurs are bottle jobs, always will be bottle jobs as well. They always will be bottle jobs, the old Spurs. So I'm a minute behind. That's the best I can do. All right. So they're going to whack this ball away here, De Gea. I want to see if De Gea can get back to his best this year. He hasn't been at his best compared to previous years, in my personal opinion. But yes, which of course I back City against Spurs. Spurs are bottle jobs, and we always usually beat Spurs. Josh Sam says, imagine Bruno going to Real Madrid in a few years and then goes to Juve to be like Ronaldo career. Bruno goes to Real Madrid in a few years and then goes to Juve to be like Ronaldo. How old is Bruno? But United are here with the ball in their back corner, but he's going to whip this one straight down the line. And it's going to be Leeds, who have kind of gone on the back foot right now. They were looking pretty strong at the beginning in regards to their counter-attacks and just their fluid. Oh, here we go, creativity. But here we go. Leeds with a chance here. No, it will go out over for a goal kick. James Formosa says Spurs are going to be the same mediocre team. Absolutely. As last year, as every year. They haven't won the league ever in my lifetime. Haven't won the league in 50 years, I think it is. I think it's about 50 years or something since they won the league. 56 years, something like that. I think it was 1953 or 52 when they last won the league. Am I wrong? Can someone let me know in the chat, or Uno? Well, it says you can go on Google and type in how long since Spurs won the league, and it'll give you a time to the dot. Does with that with Arsenal too. Well, it says I'm just saying all their good signings came from him carrying the team, so they actually looked like a team. Players wanted to go, whereas City were already a good team before De Bruyne. Yeah, absolutely. We had the likes of David Silva. De Bruyne had to come in and prove that he can be another David Silva, and he's absolutely done that and some. David Silva was one of the best. It's so hard when people ask me who's my favourite City player ever, because I'm like, okay, you know, you've got David Silva, you've got Vincent Kompany, you've got Sergio Aguero. Even Joe Hart back in the day was just so much fun to watch. Pablo Zabaleta, oh my God, that guy was just unbelievable. I'm just trying to figure out what to order on Deliveroo right now. Just trying to order. Switch says Bruno was so good, him and Sancho could be unstoppable. Well, let's relax. Look, I think that United need a real solid striker for me. I really think that United need a real solid striker, to be honest with you. But look, it's not like I'm saying they're going to be bad, but I'm just saying, like, relax in regards to unstoppable. You're definitely going to see Chelsea's team really lock down and stop scoring opportunities and really easy passes with players like Kante in the defensive mid position. Balotelli, gee whiz, Jake, well, what a player. Yeah, Balotelli I wouldn't say is a favourite player, though, because he was very on and off. Balotelli was very on and off. Army Forces, DoorDash have a Subway deal. Yeah, but it's like 10, 12 p.m. at night, mate. Do I really want to get a Subway right now? And whilst I'm trying to eating a Subway on stream would be the most difficult thing ever. Swish says they need Haaland. I think if anyone's going to sign Haaland, it's going to be City. And they're going to be willing to pay a lot of money, bro. They're going to be willing to pay a lot of money. A lot of money with the fact that we don't have anyone up front. But here we go. Chance here for United. Liverpool, what about those All Blacks? See, Levi, if you're going to troll, bro, you got to get me when the game's on, because right now I've moved on well and true from that. I was hurting before. I ain't hurting anymore. So yeah. When I stream like this, man, my brain process has gone from All Blacks Wallabies to NRL, and now I'm on Premier League. I couldn't care less about that game at the moment. But if you want to hear my thoughts about that, check out the Rugby Down Under podcast on Wednesday, obviously. Manchester boys, who do you think is the best footballer ever? Messi. Josh Sampson's Haaland dad played for Man City. Well, look, I just think that Haaland's going to. I think that I'm surprised that he obviously wasn't coming this year, but overall, it is what it is. But I think that, yeah, look, I think that if he's going to sign for a Premier League club, it would be City, because they're going to be able to outspend everyone, because they're going to put every bit of dollar, pound, euro, whatever you want to say, into bringing Haaland. Chance for United? No, that's going to go out for a corner. Will be Zigona. R&B4 Music says, my favourite City player was Adebayor. Why? Because of that one goal? It's a very funny goal. But, like, why? Like, why? Manchester boys, I've got to go with Brazilian Ronaldo in his prime, won everything but the Champions League. Yeah, but, like, why not Messi? Are you a Ronaldo fan? As in, like, Portuguese Ronaldo? And if we go chance here, United over the top, it puts it in, it's going to be a goal kick. Terrible. Josh Sam says Haaland was born in Leeds and lived in England for a few years. Is that actually true? I didn't even know that. Jake, well, this is Haaland the right striker for us. I don't know. Mate, we don't have a striker. Mate, we don't have a striker at this point. I will take me as a striker at this point. I will take us signing bloody Jim Bob from the pub. You know, the local pub. I get Jim Bob as a striker. We don't have a striker. Gabriel Jesus for me isn't a cold-hearted striker. He just isn't a cold-hearted striker. Like, Gabriel Jesus has never really been able to live up to the expectations that we've had for him for so long. But he's been able to do the job. Don't get me wrong. Gabriel Jesus has been there, and he's been able to get a goal here or there, but he's never really been that guy that can replace Sergio Aguero. We're replacing Sergio Aguero right now. That's going to be a goal kick here for United. Swish says, would you like Kane City? Absolutely. There's no question about it. No question. He would be a faster, improved version of Zeko in that sense. Declan Smith says, BKR ball header to win the UCL in the last minute. Every time I think of header, I think of Zeko, Ed Zeko. But, like, yeah, a Harry Kane would be a faster, more mobile version of Ed Zeko who can really lead from the front. And absolutely, we would win the Premier League. If we had to sign Harry Kane this off-season, we would have won the Premier League and we would have won the Champions League. I have no doubt about it. I have no doubt in my mind that we would have won the Premier League, we won the Champions League. Probably would have lost the FA Cup because we wouldn't have given a shit. And probably would have still won the League Cup because we won that, 4 years in a row now? 3 years in a row? That competition is just too easy. But, like, in regards to everything else, we probably would have sacrificed one of them. Manchester Boy says Ed Zeko was great. Ed Zeko was good. He obviously is the most underrated player in regards to the moment that obviously he scored that goal for the 2-2. People don't remember that. They always think about the Sergio Aguero moment. Without Ed Zeko, there is no Sergio Aguero moment. Just want to throw that out there. But United here, this game has definitely slowed down a lot since that goal. And arguably since probably the 25th minute. But United here with a chance here. They cut back onto the inside. United have a chance here. United have a chance. They can whip it in. Whip it in. No. Jake Wellard says, oh, yeah, Toure. Yeah, chance here. Save by Melia. Jake Wellard says, Yaya is up there in terms of favourite players for winning our first trophy in 30 years. Yeah, absolutely. That was a brilliant game. I remember that. I was at the pub watching that one. Shadow Streamer says, Blaze, do you think it's easy to compare players from different eras? Absolutely not. It's impossible to compare players from different eras. Impossible. Jack McCaig says, BK, what are your thoughts about Kane possibly going to Man City after Aguero's transfer? I think we are desperately trying to replace, obviously we need a striker. We don't have a striker. We've been talking about this for the last half, basically. That's the only issue right now that I see with City not being able to win either the Champions League or the Premier League if we don't have a striker, because, well, look, we play a false nine, but we got through last year, but are we going to be able to get through the challenge of Chelsea, Liverpool and United with a false nine, played in the same style as last year with no real solid striker? So yeah, I would love Harry Kane, but I don't think that Levy's going to. I don't think he's going to let it happen, because Levy, for some reason, has this ultimate sense of where Tottenham are a title challenger and Tottenham aren't anywhere close to a title challenger. Tottenham are closer to winning the title for the biggest bottle job on the planet compared to being a Premier League contending team. RB4 Music says, will City win if they sign Kane in January? It won't happen in January. It won't happen. If they're not going to sign him now, they're going to wait till after the season. which is disappointing. I don't know what City will do in the transfer window. Obviously, we'll have to see what happens in the next couple of the opening stage of the season to see what City does at that transfer window. But here we go. Chance for Leeds. No, United will get that ball away here. Manchester boys, City should win the title without Kane. Cool. Who's the striker? But halftime here is going to be 1-0 here to Man United. Bit of a slow finish to that half, but it was a very strong, pacey beginning for that game. It was just really strong. Leeds kept pumping. Leeds kept pushing. They had a lot of opportunities, but they couldn't put it away. And, obviously United were able to put their one away. So, yeah, look, it's disappointing that obviously Leeds have gone down here. But overall, still 45 minutes to play here. Still 45 minutes to play. Long way to go. Josh Sam says Dele Ali should leave Spurs. Look, if anyone wants to have any chance of winning anything, Spurs is not the place to be. It's just, it's not the place to be, baby boy. It's not the place to be. Manchester boys, they said you have a lot of quality players that can get goals. It's in them if they can't win. Yes, but in the same sense, man, you can't be expecting this team to go and do what they did last year with no striker. A striker is who's meant to be getting your goals. You shouldn't be expecting the midfield to be getting all your goals. You shouldn't be expecting your wingers to be getting all your goals. You should be expecting the striker to be getting the goals. And if the striker isn't getting the goals, then the midfield can help out when he's having an off night. That's what you're meant to be expecting. You're not meant to be expecting the midfield to be scoring your goals for you. James Most says Harry Kane will be like Aaron Rodgers. Rumours will always come up about the future career and where he'll go, but he'll just end up staying. Well, no. I wouldn't compare him to Aaron Rodgers at all. The only reason Harry Kane's not going is because Levy's not letting it happen. It's not that he wants to stay, it's that Levy's not letting it happen. And I don't think he is going to let it happen. It's not about that he's staying there because he wants to stay. He's staying there because he's being forced to stay. He won't be there. He won't sign a new contract. He will not sign a new contract. I think he's only got 2 years left. How many years has Kane got in his contract? Greg Navarro says Arsenal lost their opening match. Yeah, 2-0. Yeah, they're shocking. RB4 Music says Spurs actually won the Audi Cup in 2019. What on the God's name planet is the Audi Cup? What on earth is the Audi Cup? Josh Thames, are you going to do normal? Are you going to do Man City's Champions League streams for the season? I'm going to do more than just Man City. I'll do the other games as well, not just Man City. But yes, I absolutely will be doing Man City. Yeah. Swish says, who do you think win the NRL? Ask me on an NRL stream, bro. I couldn't care less about the NRL right now. But what are we on right now? We're on 41 likes. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Obviously, this is the first Premier League stream of the season, so I'm not expecting it to go big guns. But I do obviously enjoy the fact that you guys are still kicking in and enjoying the content. James Herbert says, my same game multi of United, Bruno anytime goal scorer, over 2.5 goals and under 1.5 goals in the first half. Yes. Let's go, JD. But I do really want Leeds to screw your bet up. Unfortunately, my guy. Sorry. Declan Smith says it's a pre-season tournament. I think. Oh my god. We're getting people in the chat talking about pre-season tournaments with Tottenham. That'll do me. Hey James, what's your thoughts about Tottenham? Tell me your thoughts about Tottenham. Isaac says, what's your score prediction for the Leicester versus Wolves plays? Ooh, good question. Wolves are a difficult team to read. The Wolves are always a difficult team to read. I'll go Leicester to win 3-1. I think Wolves are good enough to be able to score, but I think the Leicester should be able to put... Actually, no, you know what? I'll go 3-1. I'll go 3-1, yeah. David Herbert says finish 12. Not the question I'm asking. What's your thoughts of Tottenham, mate? Jake Wellard says, I don't like it, but I think Levy just knows that they need Kane, otherwise they have no stars and they're definitely in trouble and they aren't going to attract any good players. I think it's going to be 150 mil. Whatever floats your boat, man. If that's what gets the job done. At this point, we've earned enough money. People always complain, saying, "Oh, City didn't earn their money, so City haven't earned their money, so they shouldn't be." City haven't earned their money. They're just paying all the money through the fact that they got sponsored by Sheikh, the Sheikh, and now we've actually earned our money. We win Premier League after Premier League after Premier League. Sorry, I'm distracted by trying to order my food there. We win Premier League after Premier League after Premier League, and we've earned plenty of money now. We've progressed through the Champions League final. We have the money to spend. 150 mil is a real expensive price, though. But I'm just saying, at the moment, we have no striker. We have no striker. Magic Moses says Leeds are playing like they are still in pre-season. Kind of. They're kind of a bit lackluster. They started off very strongly, Magic Moses. They did. They started off very strongly, but yeah, they haven't been able to take it to that next step. They haven't been able to do it. James Herbert says, even if Kane stays, Loris is cooked. Their new signings and are trash, and Son will be in trouble if Kane goes. Don't think he's capable of being the guy in the league. Yes, James. However, when you get when you get Harry Kane transferred out of there for whatever he costs, 100 mil, 150 mil, whatever it is, Gareth Bale, they obviously got rid of him for about 100. They got rid of him for about 100. They went and, put that money on Soldado. If you go and spend 100 million in the right places, you're going to get the job done. And this is why when people tell me all the time, this is why when people say to me, oh, City just buy, it's just all the money. It's like, you look at Paris Saint-Germain and they've won shit with all their money. You look at AS Monaco and their club went with all that money. You look at so many clubs around the world and not every single club is able to do what City does. City are the only team in the world who have been able to be as successful as they have with being able to do with what Chelsea have done in the past, with what Liverpool continuously still do, with the fact that United spend a lot of money. You go and have a look at United's bill over the last 10 years, and then you go and have a look at United's bill over the last 30 years, and you start yapping. It's crazy that people don't see it for what it is. Because United have spent so much money. Arsenal are the only team who haven't spent money. And look where they're goddamn at right now. Look where they're at. They always had Wenger saying, they always had Arsene saying, what, we're not going to spend money. We don't need to spend money. Okay, cool. Where are you now? You're losing 2-0 to Brentford on the opening day. Goose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Arsene's not there, and that's another problem. They haven't really been able to, get through. And I never thought that Mikel Arteta was going to be able to be the guy there. I never thought he was going to be able to be the guy there. I love Mikel, but he's not. He's just not that guy. He was understudy to Pep. He's not going to be able to compete with Pep on that level. He had the, he just doesn't have any structure. Mikel Arteta doesn't have any structure. He's got creativity, but he doesn't have any structure. And that was the problem with Arteta. James Herbert says, in my opinion, you deserve to be favourites, but more about $2.73. Or do you think the $1.90 for City to win the league is fair? Unders. I think it's absolutely over. I don't think we should be favourites for the league. I think we should be favourites for the league, but Liverpool should be up there. What do Liverpool pay? Before Music says Goldado, you mean? Yeah, mate. Yeah, he's got an unbelievable amount of goals, hasn't he? Manchester Boys says, Arsene always saying they had 200 mil in the bank. You remember when Arsenal fans would always yap on about the fact that they never spent? We were like, oh, we're always making the Champions League despite the fact that we don't spend. Yeah, well, welcome to the party. How you going now? How's all that not spending going for you? Josh Sam says, who do you think will go down to the EFL Championship at the end of the season? Just call it Championship, bro. Just call it the Championship. Norwich. I think Norwich will go down. Let's go have a look here. Let's go have a little look-ski. Let's go have a little look-ski at the ladder here, just so I can refresh my. Jeez. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Look, I'm definitely going to go with Norwich. I would probably consider. I would consider Newcastle. Who have they signed? I want to ask this question. Who have Newcastle signed? That's my question. Who have Newcastle signed? Because I would consider Newcastle. Because Newcastle was so disappointing last year. But Newcastle are frustrating because 1 year they'll be terrible and 1 year they'll be good. And then 1 year they'll be terrible and 1 year they'll be good. I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up being good this year. But who have Newcastle signed to improve themselves from last year? James Herbert says Palace, Norwich, and Southampton or Newcastle go down. Yeah, so that's why I looked at Palace. I thought Palace, Norwich, and Newcastle immediately. But then again, I'm confused about Newcastle because Newcastle, they always find a way. They always either find a way to just stay up, and then the next year, they'll usually become like a top 10 team, and then the next year, they'll get relegated. So I'm feeling like this could be their top 10 kind of year. Joe Willock for about £30 million. Does that improve them a great deal? Jake Willis says, how do you do these late games plays? Are you staying up for the City game or sleep for a bit before? Well, City don't play until tomorrow night. City play Tottenham at 2:30. What time tomorrow? City play Tottenham at 1:30 in the morning on Monday. I'll be streaming that game. But yeah, I'll stay up for that because I'll be doing 5 games tomorrow. Yankees White Sox at 9:10 in the morning. Warriors Bulldogs at 1:50 p.m. Sharks Knights at 4 p.m. Newcastle vs West Ham at 11 p.m. and Tottenham vs Man City at 1:30 a.m. But you could argue that obviously that Tottenham Man City game is the next day. James Herbert says Joe Willock signed on a permanent. Yeah, but Steve Bruce isn't it? Steve Bruce is shocking. Steve Bruce is shocking. R&B4 Music says Joe Willock is good, but it's no Jesse Lingard. Oh, don't start me on Lingard. Jesse goddamn Lingard. Look, I'm not asking if Joe Willock was good. What I was asking is, does that get them over the line, though? Is that enough to get them into the Premier League in 2021-22? Sorry, 2022-23. Yanni Mamada says, sad United winning here. Expected, though, man. They've looked pretty okay. They've looked pretty good. But in the same sense, Leeds, they have disappeared. That's the line I'm off. They have disappeared for a large majority of the end of that first half. The first half, at the beginning, they were just going pump, 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 pump. They were counter-attacking nicely, and then Leeds just disappeared again. And Leeds just went off into the distance. But yeah, Steve Bruce just isn't it, James? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Young member says Leeds can still pull us back. Yeah, absolutely. It's only 1-0, man. It's only 1-0. There's a long way to go. Obviously, there's still 45 minutes left here, man. And it just takes one moment, bro. It just takes one moment. But overall, United should win this game. They're at home. If they don't win this game, then I'm going to laugh my ass off for the rest of eternity. James Herbert says they have a two-man attack, Willock and St. Max. Outside of that, they have Wilson and Joelinton. Yeah, Joelinton ain't it, fam. I believed in Joelinton, and I don't believe in Joelinton no more, to be honest with you. Shadow Streamer says, on this day last year, Bayern Munich destroyed Barcelona 8-2 in the Champions League. Last year? What are you talking about? James Herbert says, on this day last year. On this day last year? Wasn't this... Huh? James Herbert says probably doesn't even cut into the championship. My brain is frazzled right now. I've done a lot of streaming today. My brain is frazzled. Young says United still have Sancho to come on as well. Yeah, absolutely. They still have Sancho. They don't have they have Mason Greenwood as their striker right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've got Greenwood up front. So the fact of the matter is that you wait until they're able to... This is why I worry for this league this year. This is why I worry as a City fans, because I don't believe we're going to be able to have enough time to focus on the Premier League, because we're going to put it all in for the Champions League this year, because it's a boom or bust play. I truly believe that Pep will stay until we win. And I think that definitely we will win while he's there. However, I think this is a boom or bust year for City in regards to the Champions League. Because every single year they've improved. Every single year. They've gone from group stage, round of 16, quarters, semis, and now into the final. And they lost the final. And now we see them hopefully win the final. If they don't, it's a bust. Young Memphis says they signed Varane as well, who was a world-class centre-back. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree in regards to that. However, does Varane suit the United system? I think that it could work, but I also don't believe in all. Declan Smith says, do you think Pep overthinks a bit when it comes to big games? Don't start me on Pep Guardiola when it comes to big games. He goes in every single game with a team and wins. He gets into a final and then he decides to throw everyone out. He just says, you know what, screw it. We're going to go with a different tactic here. We're going to go with a completely different team. Okay, well, what about the team that got into the final? Why can't we go with that team? Why don't we go with the team that got us to this point? Nah, let's just throw in bloody... Let's just throw in bloody... let's bring up the next Iheanacho. Let's bring up the next Kalichi Iheanacho to come out to the team lineup there. Stupid. James Herbert says a defensive midfielder Fred and McTominay won't win the title. I would definitely agree with that in the sense of, Fred and McTominay. However, they've got a very good team, man. They do this year. They do have a very good team. De Gea is a solid keeper. We know that. Varane and Maguire at the back is solid. They've got Pogba in the midfield, who is just so overrated, it's not funny, but still can get the job done. Bruno Fernandes, obviously. They've got Cavani that'll come back. Army Form is the automatic as yet. No, I didn't. I keep forgetting. That's because I keep getting distracted because I keep talking to you guys in the chat, but that's because I'm on stream right now. Jake Weller says Fernandinho not playing was straight stupid. Don't start me on that team lineup. But it is what it is. That's what you get used to as a City fan, to be honest with you. That's what you unfortunately get used to, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you get used to. Zenpai says, Zenpai up for a rare soccer match? No way. The fact you call it soccer deserves a timeout. Yanni Mavida says, I reckon Chelsea can cause some issues for City too. Absolutely. They think that it's going to be between... Well, we all know Chelsea are... I just don't really think that Chelsea are going to be able to back it up again this year and do what they did last year, this year. But, we'll see how they go. Somebody says, "Oh, is James Herbert a new mod?" No, he's been a mod for ages. He's a mate of mine that, he's too busy for us on BKR Sport, mate. He's a bit too busy for us. He's a bit too popular of a man. He's a West Ham fan, and it's disappointing, I know, but he's been a moderator for a long time. But we're still waiting here for the second half to get underway. What are we on right now? We're on 43 likes. Let's bang it up to 50. Let's smack that thumbs up button. Obviously, subscribe if you are new around here. James Hubbard says it's going to be a lot closer than what bookmakers expect, in my opinion. Yes and no. Bookmakers usually are pretty spot on. Besides when they paid out on United to win the title back in 11-12 with 5 games to go. That was a great score because Leeds is man-to-man. Absolutely. Yanni Mavida says they signed Lukaku, didn't they? Chelsea? Yeah, but Lukaku, we all know what he's been like in the Premier League. Hasn't really had his best days since he was at Buddy Everton. Jake Wells says, I think McDominay can be that anchor. He's not amazing, but he's a workhorse. The players around him are quality enough that he can do his job, and that might be enough to help dominate games. I don't really rate McDominay, to be honest with you. Declan Smith says, who's a West Ham fan? James Herbert, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the big man, James Herbert, he is a West Ham fan, yeah. Magic Moses says, have you done a rating logos the Premier League yet? I think I have. Have I not? I don't know. You guys tell me. I don't know what I post anymore, to be honest with you. I post so much that I don't even know what I post. James Evans says, can't stop the shine. Yanni Maverick says, Grealish for City will be class. Yes, he will be class. Do I think it was necessary? No. I think that pushes out Bernardo Silva, but I would have preferred a striker. I would have. But in the same sense, Grealish is a fantastic signing, and regardless of my beliefs, I welcome him in with open arms, and hopefully he can do the job for us. But personally, I think we had other issues, other necessities that we needed to sort out before we got Grealish. But, overall, our team is unbelievable. Our team is always going to be unbelievable. I like living in the present, not the past, and my team in the present is bloody awesome. James Hubbard says, yeah, way back in the day you did. In regards to what? So it's going to be Leeds here with the ball inside their own defensive half. 10 places Blazers and Arsenal supporter. What planet are you living on, my guy? What planet are you living on? So Rodrigo goes off there for Furtball. For Leeds, and they're going to get this one through here. Oh, nice little play there from Leeds. It's going to be actually United here with the ball at the halfway line. I think they're going to say it's a free kick here to United. Interesting. Before music says Bernardo Silva is leaving this window. I know. You know why? You know why he's leaving? Because we signed Grealish. James Smith's logos. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because actually that's right. I think I did it last year, didn't I? I think I did it last year on the channel, something like that. I could have. Because I probably would have put West Ham in 20th or something like that. I probably would have put West Ham in 20th. No, because I think I put Southampton as like number 2. Who would I put as number 1? Was it a team that went down? It could have been Wolves. No, Wolves were top 3 though. Wolves have a very solid logo. I can't remember. I can't wait to see Sancho. Yeah, fair enough. Sancho is it's gonna be interesting to see how he goes when he comes on. But Leeds gonna put this ball in here. It's gonna be easy grab there for David Daya. And for me, they're getting the job done in this game. They haven't looked extra special, but they're definitely getting the job done in this game so far. But right hand side here for United, and Leeds are going to get the ball here. They haven't looked extra special, though. They're only still up 1-0, and Leeds' defence hasn't exactly looked unbelievable, but their attack has been, it slowed down. Jake Wells says, do you think Rodri will be better this year besides striker? That's my other concern, and obviously still left back, kind of. What comment happened here? There's a lot of things happening in that comment. There's so much going on in that comment, I don't know what to answer first. Do you think Rodri will be better this year besides striker? That's my other concern. Rodri is a solid player, but he's not. Rodri is a solid player. I'm going to leave it at that. He's a solid player. He's not going to be a special player. He's a solid player. Alrighty, so 47 minutes gone here, guys. United with the ball. And they're going to whack this ball down here. No, it's going to go over the sideline here. Come on, Leeds. Get something going here, man. Like, I'm dying of boredom right now. We all want Leeds, mate. We all want Leeds to win this game, don't we? So Leeds here with the ball. They're going to get this one just outside the box here. He's going to have a crack. What a smack from Ayling. Shoop. That's a goal. It's 1-1. I like it. It's only 1-1. It's only 1-1. Here we come, Leeds. It's only 1-1. We're all Leeds. We're all Leeds. We're all Leeds. What a crack. What a strike from Ayling. Oh, my God. Oh, he goes, Busca. Is that deflection, though? It looks like a bit of a deflection there. But in the same sense, it's crunch there from Ayling. Oh, that's a slap and a tickle there. Oh my God, that's an absolute slap of a shot there from Ayling. I think it's a little bit of a deflection. No, it isn't actually. It isn't. It's just an unbelievable finish to the side netting there on the inside of the goal. Unbelievable. Inside goal side netting. You cannot get a better shot than that from a right back. You know, Ayling used to play at Bournemouth, didn't he? I think Ayling used to play at Bournemouth at one stage. Could be wrong. But Ayling with an absolute whip. What a gee whiz. What a gee whiz of a shot. That is an unbelievable. There is no way you were saving that, Yanni Maverick. There's no way. That is top bins. How far behind was I from when that goal was scored, by the way, guys? Because obviously I think I've improved it a lot because I wasn't looking at the comments. I had the big screen up at the time because I knew that Leeds were in the attacking area. So that's why I made it big. How long behind was I? So, because obviously I haven't been able to sort my optics today, but it will be sorted by tomorrow night's West Ham vs Newcastle game. James, I expect you to be there tomorrow, but Leeds fans, they're getting up and rowdy. They're getting up and rowdy. Get up to Leeds. Let's go. So 50 minutes gone here, guys. 1-1 is the score. We're on 46 likes right now. Let's bang it up. Let's go up to 50. Yanni says, I think it's roughly 10 seconds or so. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. We're back and rearing to go. Jake Willett says, Ole looks always looking like he is internalising all of his stress. Yanni says, get on the Leeds fans. Get on the Leeds fans. Mate, anything that happens against United is a good day for society. James Herbert says, I will be. Rhea will be out cold, no doubt. Yeah, she better be. You tell her I said that too. Rhea, you better be out cold when the hammers are on. When the hammers are blowing bubbles. Army4 says, music is still the same delay. Well, everyone else is saying no, so I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're behind. I think you're behind me. I think you're behind me. We have to get Bamford to score an extra point. Yeah, get around Bamford. Get around Bamford, get a goal. Oh, United, geez, they're playing dangerous at the back here. They are playing dangerous at the back right now. They are playing dangerous at the back. This game is really getting, this game is really getting a bit hot and spicy right now. This game is really getting hot and spicy right now. Leeds have a chance here. Leeds do have a chance right now. And they're going to whip this one across here. With this one across, that's going to go straight back to United here. That's going to go straight back to the United. Now is a chance. Pogba, oh, they've got a ball over the top here. Oh, no, he's gone through here. Oh, that's a big chance here. Oh, it's a big chance here. No. Well, shit. 2-1. Well, 2-1. And it's Greenwood. Yep. It is, yep. It's the Greenwood, mate. That was a good pass from Pogba, to be honest with you. That was a good pass from Pogba. Well, this game has definitely turned right back on. I did say 2-2 is the final score, though. I did predict a 2-2er. And that's a nice finish there from Greenwood. You're absolutely right there, James. That is a brilliant finish there from Mason Greenwood. But yeah, look at that. They just go bang. Just wax it down there. Just wax it down there. Mason Greenwood gets the ball, cuts onto the inside, and that's just a strong finish there underneath, just right along the goal. Just straight on. That's a great goal there by Greenwood, and that's a great pass on Pogba. James Evans is over 2.5 goals. Oh, well, you only need United to win now, don't you? How much do you win, James? How much do you win? How much do I win, James? How much do I win with your bet? Jake Willett says, yeah, still 2-2-1. Yeah, absolutely. I predicted a 2-2 before the game started. So 52.5 minutes gone here. 52.5 minutes gone here, and Leeds go behind. 2-1 again, Areno. 2-1 again, Areno. Now Leeds have the ball. Come on, Leeds. Do something, please. Do something, please. We don't want to keep sitting here watching a United win. I want to see a 2-2. That's what I want to see. I want to see a cheeky little 2-2, but right now Leeds are playing with fire around the back, and that was just strange. But they're going to whack this one out to the left-hand side here. Come on, whack it forward, please. Can you go forward, please? That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Oh, no. You're not getting the ball here. No. You're not getting the ball here. Pogba are going to bring this one down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Fernandez here. Oh. It's a goal. It's 3-1. And Bruno Fernandes will score another goal. 3-1, guys. Boom, boom. So Leeds are able to tie the game up and draw at 1-1 and then straight away go boom, boom with 2 goals behind. Well, there you go, guys. So as much as Leeds were close in this game, they've also gone. And that's probably game over here, lads. That is probably game over here, lads. But James Herbert, buddy, don't you run away now. Don't you run away now. But United, Bruno Fernandes, obviously a goal there. It's blatantly a goal. And unfortunately, Leeds are going to get done here unless they can have a really strong comeback here. There's nothing wrong with Luke Ayling's positioning here. Unfortunately, he's just a little bit too far behind, but he gave it a crack. He did. He gave it a crack there on the line there, but unfortunately, he was a little bit too far behind. And, geez, this is an interesting game right now. This is an interesting game. Jake Weller says that's how quick a game could go away from you. Damn, yeah, absolutely. To think that they scored to make it 1-1 through an absolute crunch to Luke Ayling, and now it's 3-1 to United, literally moments later. Literally seconds later, and it's already back to being a 3-1 bowl game. James was about, you just won $500, did you, James? Did you actually just win $500? That's madness. So United here with the ball. They're going to have the ball inside the box here. Oh, chance there. Leeds are going to now have it, and they're going to push forward right now. Come on, let's get something here, Leeds. Let's get back into it. Let's make it a 3-2 ball game here. Chance here for actual Leeds, to be honest with you. There is a chance here for Leeds on the right-hand side with that ball inside here. That's a big ball. That's a big ball. That's a big ball. Oh, no, that's going to go for a goal kick. That is shocking. Well, that is shocking. Mahmoud Hamza says, do they have crowds in the game? Yes. Tempo says, James, buy me BKR membership. I don't think you can buy your BKR membership, but I know we can donate. I know we can. $500. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, is there, Jamesy? Jamesy, I'm watching you, buddy. I'm watching you. If United wins, stop it, James. Stop it. That's a good bet, but 3-1 here to United with 35 minutes to go here. MUFC for every make a religion. I thought it said relegation there for a second. But it's going to be Leeds here with the ball at the halfway point. Can we please see something, Leeds? Because you've just gone and broken everyone's hearts who wanted United to lose this game. I know you're United, but you've just gone and broken every single person's hearts, and it's just deplorable. It's just deplorable, Leeds. We had so much hope for you. We had so much belief. We had so much support. We thought you were going to be the one. Leeds here, chance here, corner, left-hand side, whip it in. No one, no, offside. You're an idiot. You are an idiot. You are an idiot. You are an idiot. You are an idiot. James Herbert says, love me the under 1.5 goals in the first half market. It's dangerous, though. It is dangerous. It is dangerous. Luke Palmer says, watching South African rugby and listening to you. Is that on now, is it? Nah. Oh, the Curry Cup would be on. The Curry Cup would be on, yeah. Is Hamish doing that? Is Hamish doing the Curry Cup? I don't know. I'm so hungry, but I'm going to wait until after the game. I haven't even ordered yet. Japan name says maybe United will win this game. I reckon they probably will. They are at 3-1. James Hummel says it is, but it's spicy. I don't even know what you're talking about, mate. Dimitri Dress says Rafinha hasn't got into the game. Very poor so far. I did tell you guys that Leeds' defence isn't great. I did tell you this before the game started. Kanalkin says, and that's lights out for Leeds. Wonderful way to silence their fans with 2 knockout blows. Yeah, but they had at least they can say they had the goal of the game so far. At least they can say they had the goal of the game. However, yes, they have had 2 good goals there through Bruno Fernandes. Yanni Weber says Bruno Fernandes scored 2 good goals. Yeah, absolutely. Luke Palmer says he isn't at the moment, Hamish. He'd probably be doing that South Africa game later on, though. That South Africa-Argentina game. When is that game on? When is that game? I think that is at 2:30 in the morning my time or something like that. I would do it, but I just can't. I've done 4 games today. I'm too tired. But I think he definitely... Oh, Rugby Championship? No. Oh, no. It's showing me the New Zealand All Blacks versus Australia game. So Leeds will have the ball here. They can whip one out to the left-hand side right now. Whip this one out to the left-hand side. Here we go. Chance here. Puts that ball in here. Leeds. Here we go. Put it in. Whip it in. No. Good defense from United. That's good defense. That's good defense. I think James Herbert is about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes. It's about 20 minutes to the stream right now. That's how tired I am, guys. Dimitri Dresses, I'm surprised Calvin Phillips isn't on yet, but United here with this ball out here, right hand side. Canalgian says Greenwood's one is the best for me. The pass from Pogba was exquisite and perfectly timed, but he had such an awkward angle to shoot. It wasn't as good as Luke Ayling's one, especially considering it's a right back. But yes, it was. And yes, it was a good goal there. Jake Wellard says timeout for Blaze. Yeah, fair enough. To be honest with you, fair enough. Time me out. Time me out, mate. Time me out. But 3-1 is the score here with 31 minutes to go right now. 31 minutes to go. 3-1 is the score. So 3-1 is the score. But this is like I told you guys. Leeds defense isn't great. They're getting up 3 goals already. There's still 30 minutes to go here. Like Leeds defense isn't great. It just isn't. It never has been. It probably never will be. And unfortunately, their attack hasn't been good since that first little bit. And they've had to rely on a right back scoring in this game right now. So, but United over the top here. That's a good ball. That's a good ball. And Fernandes with a hat trick. Hat trick for Bruno Fernandes. And I just want to throw this out there. Remember at the beginning of the stream when someone told me that they didn't have anyone in this game, so they don't care about this game? I said, why have you not got Bruno Fernandes in your team? Well, your fault. That is your fault for not having Bruno Fernandes in the team, because that's a hat trick here, and that's a good goal. That is a good goal. That was close to offside, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine there. No, it's actually at 1 a.m. by the way, Luke. 1 a.m. But he's close. I think he's onside though. I think he's onside. I think he's fine. I think he's fine. I think he's ready to go. James Harris has got the C on Bruno. I just don't understand why someone could have honestly thought of not getting Bruno Fernandes. You know, he is so integral to their, especially when they don't have a real solid striker right now. He is so integral to this team. Like, of course you get Fernandes. Luke says it says 12 a.m. on Stan. I think that's wrong. I think it's wrong because it says 1:05 a.m. on here. But that could be when the coverage starts. I don't know. I know 12 a.m. could start. To be honest with you, I don't know. Declan says, not going to lie, I forgot to pick my captain, so it auto-picked. Who was your auto-pick? Who was your captain then? So, you know, I love the ball here. There's 30 minutes to go. What are we on? 47 likes, 3 likes away from 50, sorry. 3 likes away from 50. Smack that thumbs up button. I am so tired. Oh, my God. I'm goshky. And don't forget, guys, if you, I don't know why I'm about to advertise a rugby podcast. I'm not going to advertise a rugby podcast, but 30 minutes left here. I was about to say go and follow the Rugby Down podcast on Spotify. I would love to do a football podcast, but it's just I don't want to get into too many podcasts because I know I'm going to start a rugby league podcast up soon. I know I'm probably going to start up a Cubbies podcast next year, so I don't want to be doing like 100 different podcasts because that would be 4 different podcasts across 4 different teams. You know, 4 different sports anyway. Japan name says Bamford gets a hat trick from here. Bamford, have you got Bamford in your fantasy team? Japan, have you got Bamford in your fantasy team? So Rafinha will get a yellow card here for Leeds. I hope you don't have Rafinha in your team because he's not been great in this game. No. Diaz and Jota, not too bad to be fair. Pogba here with the ball. He's going to whip this one down here, and that's going to be easy there for Melia. I don't think you can really blame Melia for this game so far. I don't think you can really blame Melia as the goalkeeper for this game at the moment. Kanalkian says Bruno Fernandes bang bang 4-1. Yeah, but no bang bang bang, mate. You better bang bang bang, mate. Not just a bang bang, but a bang 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 bang. You're gonna get 3 goal, mate. How do you trigger Runo? So right hand side here for Leeds, and they're looking to push this one down the right hand side, but Leeds have just not really had any connection since that first 20 minutes or so. Daniel Smith says Jota won't start though, will he? But 28 minutes to go here, then it's 1 down. The guys are so sad Leeds are losing. Well, they're not the only team that lost today, are they? Luke Palmer says, I reckon Inter win the Champions League. I reckon you need to have another drink of alcohol. I reckon you need to have another vodka shot, Mr. Luke. Mr. Palmer, I reckon that if you don't have another vodka shot right now, you're going to have the least crazy night of your life because you're acting pretty crazy right now. This is embarrassing for Leeds, unfortunately, because they obviously would have gone to this year really, especially with this team. They've got a pretty good team. I'm not going to lie. They've got a decent team. James Smith says, who you rather choose, Bruno or Salah? Are you asking me who I'd rather put on City's team? I'm taking Salah. You know why? Because we have Kevin De Bruyne. And because we don't have a striker, do you want me to buddy speak this English to you further? Do you want me to speak this further to you, James? Gee whiz. Don't make me angry, James. Don't make me angry. Do you want me to speak in English? Just speak in English, Española. Buddy, no striker. No striker at Manchester City. You comprende? Oh my goodness me, por favor. You make me angry. So 63 minutes gone here, 4-1 United. James Herbert says just in general. Well, I'll take Fernandes over Salah if I don't have De Bruyne, but I have De Bruyne, so I'm taking Salah. Yannick says PSG surely win the Champions League. They made a super team. Wrong. We spoke about this though. Oh, you shut up, Memphis to City. You shush. But Yanni, you're wrong. You're wrong. Unfortunately, you are wrong. You are wrong. You know why? Messi's never been in another league before. Does he work with their system? Ramos is older. Silva is set on a stage. We'll see how that goes anyway. Neymar has not been the same player since he was at Barca. They may as well just sign Ronaldo at this stage and may as well just go and sign bloody, who is it? Ronaldinho. You may as well just sign Ronaldinho at this stage. They're just obviously trying to bring in every single man in his dog, but every single man in his dog is about 35 years old. Yanni says Messi's the GOAT, though, to be fair. Absolutely. But in the same sense, would you... Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. You put Messi on... Let's assume Manchester City 2011-12. Do you think he gets through that season without getting injured? I want to ask you that question. Do you think he gets through that season without getting injured? When you have players like Ryan Shawcross at Stoke, is my question. Do you think he gets through that season without Ryan Shawcross breaking that guy's quads? Coming in there with studs up on his upper quads at Ryan Shawcross at Stoke on a Monday night at Britannia. That's all I'm asking. It's just a simple question, Yanni. It's just a simple question, mate. You're not asking something crazy. Does he get through the season without getting injured? For about 14 years. James Herbert says PSG can't even win a Farmers League. James, you've literally just said exactly word for word what I said at the beginning of this stream, and you were so spot on, it's not funny. Jake Willett says Aguero always got injured, he was still amazing. Aguero is a lot... Yes, but Aguero is a lot strong... I guess, but Aguero is a lot of a more stronger body than Messi. Messi, look... You're playing, and when you're playing the Champions League, you're playing the best of the best. You ain't playing teams like Brentford. You ain't playing teams, in the La Liga, there aren't teams that are going to crunch you tackle-wise. In Ligue 1, Liga, in France, you aren't going to be seeing players crunch you tackle-wise. You tell me, if you go to Norwich, and you think that they're going to give the slightest of shits about who you are, they're going to come in. And they're going to go studs up with all three of their goddamn legs. And they're going to make sure that they injure you for the rest of the season. This league is the most competitive league in the world, and I don't want to hear a blimey from anyone about nothing in regards to this not being the most competitive league in the world. And I'm telling you right now that Brentford would put their studs so far into his bloody ankles. It's not funny. Luke Palmer says, nope, Inter win. Martinez re-signs with Inter and carries Inter. You're an Inter fan, aren't you, Luke? You're in defence. So Jadon Sancho is going to come on here. Jadon Sancho. Knob. He's going to come on here for United. 23 minutes to go here of the game, guys. 23 minutes to go here of the game. 2 likes away from 50. Schmack. Thumbs up. Subscribe. Thumbs up and subscribe-nos. But I can't believe, James, mate, if you don't think that United have won this game already, they're currently bloody leading 4-1, buddy. They're currently leading 4-1, buddy. Leeds, they have looked shocking in this. They've just looked shocking. They straight up have just looked shocking at this point. I don't know what a positive. I don't know what positive to say about Leeds right now. They're getting embarrassed right now. They're getting embarrassed, and this is telling you everything you need to know about United this season. It is. And United are going to get the ball back here. Pogba's now going to go down through the centre. They've got plenty of space on the left. They've also got a man running through underneath. That's Greenwood, isn't it? No, that's Sancho, sorry. They're looking for... What's going on here? Leeds are looking in tatters defensively. Leeds look horrific. Pogba's going to get an assist here. Yep, inside, and that is a goal. That, my friends, is what I call a demolition. RNB4 Music says Pogba got 3 assists. Yes, I told you that Pogba was getting assists there. I told you. You could tell that coming a mile away. So 21 minutes to go here. It's 5-1 right now. Get around James. $500. He won a bet. So did we on BKR Sport, didn't we, James? Didn't we? Jake Well, it says David Silver is skinny. Bruno ain't that big. What is your point? What are you saying there? What are you saying? You know, we've seen Silver. What are you actually trying to say? Jake Well says Messi has strength as well. Why do you think he never gets knocked off his feet? Okay, so answer my question. Do you think he scores a goal against Stoke at the Britannia? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Do you think that Messi scores a goal at the Britannia? Do you understand there's a reason why he didn't sign for Manchester City when they were offering him the big bucks a few years back? Because Barca was going to let him go. But City had the money, but he didn't sign. Why? Why is that? Because he would have ruined his reputation. James Howard says Nemanja Matic is still at United. Lol, what? Yes, he is. Lethal Lockie says Man United dominating. Well, yeah, I didn't think 5-1. I did tell you guys at least defense is not good though. James Howard says Messi couldn't do it on a cold Tuesday night at Stoke. Cold, rainy night at Stoke. But, you know, you got there in the end. Luke Palmer says, of course I won the Champions League with Inter and won the USA. What is going on here? UEFA Super Cup game with them? Are we talking in FIFA here? Mate, I've won the bloody Champions League with AFC Wimbledon, mate. What's your point? The only member says Paul Pogba's been class. He's been incredible today's game. Yeah, 3 assists. You can't complain with that. As much as the guys are flog, he's still got 3 assists in today's game. You definitely can't complain with it at all. You'd be loving it if you're a United fan. If you're anyone else fan, you just like, get off it, you dickhead. But Pogba now with the ball, he's going to go left-hand side, and it's going to be good stuff there by Leeds. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow we are going to be showing the Newcastle versus West Ham game and Tottenham versus Manchester City. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go and hit that subscribe button. Declan Smith says, you know West are doing shit when the commentators say even Fred is getting in on the act. Yeah, crazy. Pogba 4 assists. No, he hasn't got 4 assists. I thought it was 3 assists, wasn't it? He hasn't got 4 assists. I'll go check that. Luke Palmer says, okay, but still first team I did career with. Mate, I made the Champions League final with, what's it called? I made Champions League final with buddy, I won the Champions League with AFC Bournemouth, buddy. 1 second here. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Let's go into EPL. Let's go into assists-wise. I don't think he's got it. Let me have a look here. Field, Man United, Pogba. Does it come up here with the assists? Oh, it doesn't come up here with how many assists he's got. Okay, let me just have a look here then. So that was obviously 1 assist there. That was a Lindelof assist there. That was a 2. That was 3. That was assisted by Stuart Dallas for Leeds. And he has got 4, you're right. Yeah, it is actually 4. It is actually 4. You're right there, Japan. Jake Weller says, did you watch the Copa America? They call no fouls and take each other. Foot was bloodied. Answer my question. Answer my question. So, Leeds are going to have the ball here. It's going to be it's going to be here inside the box if you're United. James Hammer says, I know it's only Leeds, but Cavani, Sancho, Rashford and Varane into this side, not bad. It's not bad, mate. It's not bad. They've definitely returned to being not absolutely diabolically shithouse every year. I did tell you guys this at the beginning of the stream. You know, we all knew it though. We all knew it. It's not like I'm saying anything that's a shock. United are definitely back in regards to a lot of their signings, but like you've got to remember that Liverpool are going to be back this year. Chelsea are going to make a push. City are going to be there. It's going to be one of those good years. You know, last year unfortunately was not a good year. City ran away with it pretty easily. You know, the year before that, Liverpool ran away with it very easily. The year before that was a very tight City versus Liverpool one, you know what I'm saying? So usually you get a really poor one and then you get a really good one and then a really poor one, then a really good one. I'm expecting this year to be a really close one. James Evans says, thoughts on Villa this year. Interesting club. Interesting club. They lose Grealish. You know, it's an interesting team to think about right now. It's tough, man. They're not getting relegated for me. They're not getting relegated, but probably around the similar position that they were in last year, to be completely honest with you. Probably a similar position to last year. James Evans says they've invested well to replace Grealish. Where'd they come last year? 13th? I think they came about 13th. Because obviously, guys, when you talk about the top 10, you've got to automatically assume City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester, That's the first 5 that you automatically get out of the way. Arsenal are going to get top 10. I refuse to listen to anyone who says that Arsenal aren't getting the top 10. Tottenham are going to get the top 10. They're absolute bottle top of a club, but they'll get top 10. Everton will be there. Everton will absolutely be there, but they're not as good this year, in my personal opinion. I don't think Everton will be as good this year as they were last year. Who else? Who else is already... That's already 8 teams that I've already gone through there. Who am I missing right now? Am I missing anyone? Villa finished 11th. I think they were in the top 10 at one stage for a decent bit, but then obviously just weren't able to finish off the job. Oh, there was a chance there. Am I missing anyone here? I don't think I really am missing anyone here on like a sealer. No, I'm not. I'm not missing anyone on sealer. So that's 8 teams. Who's the other 2 teams that make the top 10? I could honestly argue Brentford could be 10 or 9. I could honestly argue it. You know what? I want to go ballsy. I'm going to say Brentford 9. Before music says West Ham. Relax. Luke Palmer says Arsenal will get relegated. Okay. Milosh says, hi, I'm in lockdown. Hi, Milosh. I've been in lockdown for 2.5 months. I don't understand this big thing from everyone saying New South Wales is going into lockdown at 5 o'clock. Mate, I've been in lockdown for 2.5 goddamn months. I've been in lockdown for 2.5 months, mate. Like, you're not going to get a, over here, man. Like, you're not going to get a, oh man, I'm so sorry, from me. Yeah, to be honest with you, mate. Declan Smith says West Ham will get 10th or 11th, I think. Jeez. I don't know about West Ham, to be honest with you. Miller says I'm in Sydney. Well, if you're in Sydney, you've been locked down for 2.5 months. Because I have been. But, look, I think the West Ham probably come around. They're a tough team to read. They could easily get relegated this year. I'm not going to say they're going to get relegated, but they definitely are that type of team that could get relegated still. I'm going to go 14th. I'll go 14th with West Ham. I obviously predicted them to get relegated last year. Everyone did, and then they very much surprised. I don't think they're going to surprise this year as much, but I don't think they'll get relegated, but they're definitely a team that could do it. They're definitely the type of team that could do it. The more you watch the Premier League guys on a consistent level, the more you understand what teams are like regardless of who they've got in their team. James Evans says we finished 13th. Yeah, I've gone 14th, 13th. I'm happy to say 13th, 14th. I don't really mind. Lethal Lockie says Man United will lose against Man City 3-1. I like it, but we don't have a good record against United. Lately, anyway. Well, overall, I guess. But we went through a really good run between 2012 and 2014, probably in 2019. And then United have started to really pick it up against us record-wise. Jake Willard says, honestly, I think Messi would score a hat-trick at the Britannia. Oh, my God. Okay. Gee whiz. I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer. Declan Smith says, you know what? Screw it. We're getting 20th now. I said that we will get top 10. Who, West Ham? West Ham aren't getting top 10. You've got 2 spots there. I honestly, and this is the thing I've been saying to you guys. I've been saying Brentford are going to shock you. To this before the Arsenal game. Brentford are getting way too underrated here. You need to believe a lot more in what Brentford are doing. They're a tough nut team. Norwich will get relegated. Norwich just simply are going to get relegated because they are shocking. Yanni Mavita says Messi would do extremely well in the Premier League, in my opinion. Okay. Dimitri Joe says West Ham is going to be like 13 or 15. Well, that's your opinion. You're allowed. You're entitled to your opinion, but I absolutely disagree. And there's a reason why he didn't go to the Premier League. Because if he wanted to prove himself, he could have gone to the Premier League. Because no one gives a shit what you do in the French league. No one gives a shit what you do in the bloody, Ligue 1. The Ligue 1. No one cares. No one cares. You go and win the Champions League with PSG, no one gives a shit. You go and win the Premier League with Manchester City, people care. You go and win the Premier League with Chelsea, the Champions League with Chelsea, people care. People don't care about Paris Saint-Germain. Like, what do you want? Like, people don't care. Why wouldn't he go to the Premier League? I can guarantee you, if he said that he was available in the Premier League, they would have got him. But they didn't do it. You know why? Because they have the same belief process that I do, that he wouldn't be able to last in a physicality league. This is a physicality league across 38 games. This ain't a little bit of a squishy couple of games in a South American tournament. 3 to 5 games in a South American tournament with teams that are going to crack at you. But you're talking 38 games, plus you're talking about the League Cup, plus you're talking about the FA Cup, plus you're talking about the Champions League, plus you're talking about just everything. You're talking about so much. There is so much going on in the Premier League compared to other leagues. We have so many leagues. Messi gets run down and he gets broken. Messi gets run down and broken in the Premier League. I am a belief that Messi is the best player to have ever played the game of football. But Messi gets run down and shattered in the Premier League. Shattered. And that's why Premier League teams did not sign him. That's why they didn't put the money there. James Herbert says Brentford will be like Bournemouth, have a good year or two and then go back down. Absolutely. No, you're absolutely spot on there, James. You're absolutely. I'm not saying they're going to stay up. They're not going to do a Leicester. Chance there, but it will go to the left-hand side. Yanni Mammon says, I get what you're saying. Messi's body to every Premier League top 6 team in the UCL. Top 6 is not Brentford. Top 6 is not Norwich. Top 6 is not teams like West Brom or Stoke or, Sheffield. These teams don't care. Top 6 teams, when it comes to the Champions League, are teams that play with silk, they play with care factor, they play with control. I can tell you right now, a word that Norwich has never heard in their life is control. Control is not a word that Norwich has ever even uttered in their vocabulary. Alan Graham says Middlesbrough to get promoted to the Premier season. If that happens, I'm going to cry my life. I'm going to cry for the rest of my life if Middlesbrough get into the competition, into the league. Luke Palmer says I would love to have Messi's salary for just 1 hour. I would love to have Messi's salary for just 10 minutes, mate. Do you understand how much money that guy's on? Do you understand? Lethal Logger says Messi would assist Neymar. Here we go. Well, of course, he's playing against bloody, Jean Ball from, the local farmers market. James Herbert says Timu Pukki couldn't even spell control. Timu Pukki, what a man. Is he still at Norwich, Pukki? Is he still at Norwich? So 79 minutes gone here, guys. 80 minutes gone. Are we on 50 likes yet? Are we on 50 likes? We're on 49 likes. We're 1 like away from 50. Smash that thumbs up. Right now. Do it right now. Oh, no, it's going to be whacked away there by United. And Leeds here. He's going to head that ball down here. Oh, okay. That's going to go so far. Oh, hey, look, the ball's gone. Oh, it's gone. Sorry, guys. The ball just went past my window right here. Timu Pukki is still at Norwich, gee whiz. They play tonight. Who they play tonight, actually? Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look-see. Who plays tonight? Burnley versus Brighton. I'll go with boring draw there. You know what? I'll go Brighton. Actually, aren't you a Brighton fan, Yanni? I think you're a Brighton fan, aren't you, Yanni? Norwich and Liverpool. Liverpool used to absolutely crunch Norwich, and they will do it again. But I remember when it used to be, who was that player? Luis Suarez. I remember Luis Suarez used to punch the absolute daylights out of Norwich. I think he used to score like 4 or 5 goals against him when they played. He would just punch the little daylights out of them. Yanni says I'm a Brighton fan. Yeah. I'm sorry, man, but I think you could either win 1-0 or just have a boring 0-0 to Burnley. That is such an unpleasing, that is just not a pleasing game to look at. That is just such a game that I look at right now. I think there is absolutely 0% chance I watch that game between Burnley and Brighton. 0%. I think there's actually probably more chance of me watching a replay of United versus Leeds, knowing the result and knowing that my most hated team wins the game 5-1, than me watching Brighton versus Burnley. New Zealand Hucker says 4 floggings in 1 day. New Zealand Hucker, I'm not a Leeds fan. And I'm also not an Eels fan, so I don't understand what you're talking about. Yannick says, yeah, for sure, the football we play is great. We can't score our chances. Who have you got this year? Who have you got in the team this year? Let's go have a look at your lineup. Obviously, Mope up front. They've got Trossard, Grob, Alzate, Bissouma, Moepu, March. Bit of solid March. You gotta love him. Duffy, Lewis Dung, what a man, what a machine, what a player. Webster and Sanchez in the goal. It's how you going? They won't go down, but they're not gonna win anything. But they're not gonna go down. Yanni Mabba says, however, I don't think we go down. We should stay up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think you go down either. James Herbert says, need Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Leicester to win a bag of 9-leg multi. Mate, you just won $500. Where's Mark Hart, buddy? Where's Mark Hart, buddy? Anytime anyone ever tells me they've bet on this channel, you got to give me a cut. Give me a cheeky cut. You know what I'm saying? Lethal says Messi should have versus Ronaldo in his league. Why? Ronaldo and Messi played all the time, so I don't understand what you're saying here. Because Messi was with Barca and Ronaldo was with Real, so what's your point? Because they played all the time. Zempire says 4% cut. What's 4% of 500? Bro, I've done 4 streams now. It's 11 o'clock at night. I wouldn't have a clue what 4% is. What is it? 10% of 500 is buddy 50. Then, jeez, I can't do the math right now. My brain's gone. my brain's gone. James, whatever 4% is, it's mine. Yanni Mavda says this might sound crazy, but I don't think Ronaldo was anywhere near Messi ability-wise. Absolutely, I agree. But United fans are going to wank on about you being wrong. But I agree. I always said it, but I don't like to get into that discussion. But I think that Messi and Ronaldo was a lot more comparable than LeBron and Jordan. I think Messi and Ronaldo is a lot easier to kind of rate in regards to a comparison to see who is the greatest of all time than LeBron and Jordan, because the way at least Ronaldo and Messi played in the same league at the same time, won a similar amount of trophies. I don't know actually who won the most trophies, to be honest with you. Ronaldo did it in multiple different leagues, which is a positive for him. But Messi was just a better player overall. But yeah, LeBron and Jordan is two different eras. At least those guys played at the same time. Yanni says, yeah, me neither. They are both goes. James says, think I've given you more than $20 for a reason in the past, mate. Hey. You bet you won $500, mate. Don't you start, buddy. Don't you start crying. It's not my fault. Don't you start crying, mate. Zampai says, I'm tired. My brain don't want to work. Zampai says $24.5. R&B4 Music says $20. Well, buddy, there you go. Jack says, I don't watch soccer, but I think that's a blowout scoreline. You reckon, mate? You've got a good body brown you. You do. You've got a good brown. You've got a good brown if you think this is a scoreline. That is a blowout and a half. Leeds have had more possession in this game, by the way, guys. 53%. Lethal Locking says Messi won more, I think. Yeah, who? Can someone tell me if Messi won more at Barca or Ronaldo won more at Real Madrid? But you got to include with Ronaldo. You got to include Real. You got to include Sporting Lisbon. You got to include. It was Sporting Lisbon that he originally played with, yeah. You've got to include Juve now, but they haven't really won anything, have they? Besides their ridiculous league. Actually, their league's pretty good, but how many? They didn't even win last year, did they? I think AC won last year, didn't they? RB4 Music says Leeds the Titans, basically. That is a horrific comparison. That's an absolutely horrific comparison. Leeds here. It's a goal. Oh my god, how do you not get that goal? Luke Palmer says, order some Maccas and try this right. With the iced coffee, you should put ice cream in that iced coffee, and it's amazing. If you think I'm getting an iced coffee at 11:14 at night after 4 streams, you're dreaming. Young Member says, Serie is good quality. Absolutely. I don't disagree with that one. But I think AC won last year, didn't they? Or was it Inter? They're both pretty good now. They went through a stage where they were both shithouse, and now they're both pretty good. Young Member says, yeah, Juve had a stinker in Serie A last season. Yeah, who won? Was it AC or Inter? Because I know they were both competing for it. Declan Smith says Inter Milan won last year, did they? I've got a Crespo shirt in my. I got a Crespo shirt somewhere around here. Crespo, an absolute legend. Absolute legend of Inter Milan. Luke Palmer says Inter Milan will win the Champions League. Okay, yep, you can keep dreaming. It's 11:15 p.m. at night, so at least you're going strong. I reckon a couple more vodkas will do you, but Swish says Leeds are having a very bad second half. I would say Leeds have had a very bad 60 minutes. They haven't been good since the 30-minute mark, 25-minute mark, to be honest with you. Psycho says Brentford beat Arsenal. They did, yes, and it's not surprising. RB4 Music says, please stop saying that. Stop saying what? What are we not saying? What am I not saying? Billy McHugh says, this is so hard to watch as a City fan. Mate. Try streaming and having to keep some form of... try streaming in front of people, trying to have a conversation, and being a City fan watching this. Because it's not fun. But you've got to remember that we are the current Premier League champions. We got into the Champions League final. We're the current League Cup champions. We're bloody awesome. So, yes, you're looking at United now, but you're going to watch us run through Tottenham on tomorrow night. You're going to watch us run through Tottenham tomorrow night. Relax. Just relax. I know you're freaking out now. Just relax. My suggestion, if you're scared about this, don't watch Liverpool versus Norwich. If you're scared about this, suggestion, don't watch Chelsea versus Crystal Palace, because this is Leeds who give up a lot of goals. Relax. Just relax. It's all good, man. I've gone through a lot scarier times than right now. I can tell you right now, the feeling that I had at the 90th minute of that City versus QPR game will never be topped. Will never be topped, that feeling. So I guess Liverpool probably going to win. If they can stay healthy, they'll be up there. But in the same sense, I don't feel like they've got the same feeling about them. But if you think this is tough, man, That 90th minute in that QPR game was the toughest experience I think I've ever had in my life. You don't understand, unless you, obviously, if you're a City fan back then, great. But if you're a City fan of that year, then no. But like if you've been a City fan since before that, that was the most gut-wrenching 90 minutes of my life. That was truly, I mean, it tingles down my spine thinking about that. That was truly, like, I can't even explain to you the feeling that I had in my stomach at the 85th minute mark or the 90th minute mark before Dzeko hit the header. And then when Dzeko hits the header, you had that sense of belief about you, but you didn't actually think it was going to happen. But, like, there is nothing that any one of you could ever tell me that you've had a worse feeling than that 90th minute before Dzeko had scored the goal for the second goal in regards to football. No chance. You'll never understand. 44 years, man. Not 44 years for me, but 44 years in general as a club. I'd gone through 10 years of, 8 years at the time of heartache. Switch says, are you happy about Grealish City? Yes and no. Yes and no. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong, absolutely. But I think there was more necessities in regards to a striker. But absolutely, in the same sense. Lethal Lockie says, Man City will win against Leeds 7-0. They actually have a really good record against us, Leeds. Leeds really match up with us well. I think they beat us 3-2 last year. Or was it 4-3? I think they won 4-3 last year and 0-0 in the game. Young member says, to be honest, I think Liverpool are flying under the radar quite a bit. They could still very well challenge. Well, this is why I said to you just now, I said that Liverpool will be there if they can stay healthy. The only reason they weren't there last year is because they couldn't stay healthy. It's because they couldn't stay healthy, buddy. Couldn't stay healthy. A lot of injuries. However, yeah, they are definitely... were they singing Championes? Are they singing Championes? Are United fans singing Championes? Don't you dare. Don't you shit me. Don't you shit me drunk right now. Don't you shit me. Can someone in the chat tell me if United fans were just singing Championes? Don't do it to me. Don't goddamn do it to me. There's no way. I don't believe it. There's absolutely no way. I don't believe it. Are they singing Championes? No, there's no way. Leeds here will have... I think there was a game... I think this game last year finished 5-2, didn't it? I think this game finished 5-2 last year, didn't it? And, penalty. Close, no. But it's going to be United here with the ball. I suppose says, yeah, bro. You only able to say, 6-2 last year. Yeah, thank you. Saga says they haven't won a trophy for the last 4 years. I know, it's brilliant. I know, it's sexy. It is absolutely sexy. Yanni Maverick says, oh my god, no way, please no. Are you hearing the same thing as me? Am I the only one hearing Champione in the background? I feel like I am. I really think I heard Championes being sung, and then they stopped singing it because they sounded like absolute morons. If you're a United fan and you sing Champione in the first game of the season, Yanni says, yeah, I heard. So dumb, bro. What a bunch of spuds, man. What a bunch of absolute plebs. As if you sing Champione 19 minutes into the first game of the season when you haven't won jack shit in like 5 years. Shit, man. Jeez. When was the last time they won the league? Was it 2013-14? I think it was 2013-14 they won the league? No. 11-12 was us. 12-13 was because then we won 13-14. We won 13-14. It was 12-13 the last time they won the league, wasn't it? Spark says, has Pogba been blazed? He's a flog, but he's gotten 4 assists. He's been good. Yanni Maverick says, the fans go on about trophies they won like 10 years or so ago. Oh, man, it's madness. This is why... But the thing is, I win this argument. They're like, how many titles he won? And it's like, well, it's all good to think about something that happened 400 years ago, but I'm watching my team be good now. You know, I'm watching my team be good now. You guys can talk about all you like, buddy, 100 years ago. You know, I watched my team currently win the Premier League. The only thing I have not witnessed my team win is a Champions League. And most United fans haven't seen their team win a Champions League. Because most United fans are only around when their team's good, and it's only been really within... actually, no, they probably would have watched in the late 2000s, but still. At least they've witnessed anyone remember Leroy Sané? What do you mean anyone remember Leroy Sané? Of course people remember Leroy Sané. He was only in the league 2 years ago. He was only in the league 2 years ago. Oh, Chansey, Leeds! Penalty, maybe? He could have dived, though. He could have dived. I think it's a dive. Yeah, it is a dive. It is a dive. It is a dive. Jake Wellard says, yeah, 12-13 last year. Jeez. You guys stink. I can't believe they sung Championes. I dead said, I can't believe that United fans sung Championes 90 minutes into the new season. Beating Leeds. Leeds. You guys are flops. Holy shit. Get out of my face. You're a flop club. You're a flop. Championes 90 minutes into a season against Leeds. You beat bloody Tottenham. You beat City. And we ain't chanting Championes until the end of the year. It looks as that's a big score. Yeah, it's against Leeds. Yanni Mara says, yeah, Man City will batter Spurs. We will. We'll slap them. All right, so that's going to be full time here, guys. 5-1 will be the final score. United won that easily. Leeds, not good enough. Started off the game pretty strongly, but just couldn't get the job done. That's going to do it for today, guys. Lethal Lockie says, Chelsea's Man City enemy. Not really, bro. Like, Chelsea's nowhere near as hated as United or Tottenham for me. I hate United, then I hate Tottenham. Those two teams, bang. Those two teams are the only teams that I want to beat. Don't care. I want to beat Chelsea, obviously, but they're the two teams that I really despise. But guys, I'm going to jump off for now. Chelsea, I don't really mind a great deal because a lot of the people that I grew up with over as a young kid were Chelsea fans, but in the same sense, like they're still pieces of shit. But guys, I'm going to jump off for now. Tomorrow we will be streaming the West Ham and Newcastle game at night, and plus the Tottenham versus Manchester City game in the morning. Hit that thumbs up button. Obviously, subscribe if you're new around here. We've also got a couple of games tomorrow, which is the Yankees and White Sox, Warriors and Bulldogs and Sharks versus Knights, the NRL. But yeah, tomorrow night we've got a big night of Premier League stream. So hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're around here, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya. Champy fucking.